That's just on him for not being smart enough to get paid because he spent so much time there. He should just fucking.
I made my own. They were free most of the time.
Whatever. So he kind of got paid, just differently.
Yeah, I remember there's a few stories where you walked in the back, grabbed some shisha, and make your own balls, and came
No, I
back
did that
out.
most of the time. Actually.
I did that if it was someone working that I didn't trust.
Just to ask. But we were always kind enough to people that they were like, cool, like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, but like,
And
if there was someone working that I know made shit balls, then I just go make my own balls.
It was funny. The first time Wingate was on the podcast, Avery made a bowl. What's up, Bacon Avery? Happy New Year. Wingate goes, who made this bowl? Well, Avery. No wonder. Shit.
You said that?
Wingate. It was so funny.
Yeah, it's probably gonna suck. But there you go.
I mean,
Should put calls on it,
Really cool.
but yeah, it was just so funny. He was like, no wonder. Shit. I mean, hopefully he gets here pretty quick. Him and Sarah.
I honestly don't even remember what flavors I grabbed that are in this bowl.
There's only like 4.
Well, still. Like,
Did you put a lot of cinnamon in it?
Probably.
Good.
So yeah.
It's cinnamon gum. It's good.
Oh. I was gonna do cinnamon
Is
and
that
mint.
Big Red?
It's not like Big Red.
I was gonna do cinnamon and mint, but I think I grabbed cinnamon and kiwi.
That's fine. There's not a whole lot of mint
That's
left.
probably should have.
Not a whole lot
That's
of mint
green.
left.
There it is, man.
It'll smoke. It's fine. Yeah, they're both. The containers look almost exactly the same unless you read. Which
Which I thought you were doing. You were pretty focused over there.
Yeah, but he's uncomfortable from eating too much food.
Mm.
So you know, like that glaze over moment.
yes.
Yes.
Are we live, right?
Oh shit. We are live.
Brad, you don't intro.
Not for this.
Did you turn the hot light on?
You don't intro for anything. What do you mean?
Maybe Paul get him and get in.
No.
He needs to get
He's
himself
gonna be a
beer,
little
right?
constructive
Yeah,
bitch.
he's got a beer. I need a beer though when you're up.
Dude, fuck you.
It's not that bad. I thought you should have known if the audio was working there. Just make sure.
Paul's been nothing but mean to me since he got here.
Well,
Starting with the lump of dump in the pants.
How was that my fault at all?
the lump of dump.
The chick who was here
Oh, that's yours.
said hi and walked past me right before you panicked.
She didn't even acknowledge that you were there.
Yeah, she did. She said hi.
Oh well.
I don't even know who she was. I didn't see her face.
That's my favorite.
If I see somebody saying hi into the dark, I'm not gonna think much of it. So put your mics down.
I've been told I need a
First
bell.
fucking day, Jesus.
So you need a what?
A bell.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
both pretty quiet like walkers. I scare people
You're tight.
all the time.
Loosen up your knobs on the bottom. I think they're all tight from Sarah's house for whatever fun reason.
Not, yeah, the side one.
Loosen up your side knob, broski.
Jesus Christ.
Do I fucking tell you, Eric?
I don't operate these things all the time.
Eric's janitor strength.
You do it more than Paul does.
Probably, yeah.
What?
Operates the microphone.
You don't really have to do much. Just have to talk towards it. That's about it.
Like this?
Yeah.
It does work. These mics don't really have like
Yeah,
direction.
I had these same exact ones, literally, that I got. I was looking at the little box for a mobile setup right now. If I had my own little office, I absolutely would spend another $30 on that little box.
Tall enough, you can reach.
I also got my stimulus this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Maybe I got mine this morning.
I'm surprised he doesn't. He
Oh,
hasn't
I'm
got
surprised I
a
woke
little
up
thing
to
to go
that.
right
Yeah.
here yet.
Neat.
Yeah, they started sending them out already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told my mom, she thought I was like pranking her. I was like, no, they actually are doing it again. Really?
Yep, they are doing it again.
She made me send her a screenshot of my bank account. I don't fucking believe you.
I mean, that's kind of weirdo, but
That's
I
my
did
mom.
not get mine.
No.
Maybe they're like making up for you because you guys didn't get yours like forever the last time.
Took us forever to get ours the first time. Plus, the first time was based off 2018's taxes, and Dorothy wasn't on those because she didn't exist yet.
Oh, yeah.
This time we got another extra $600 for it because she was on 19's taxes, which these are based off this time.
Nice. That's a huge plus.
Yeah, it's nice.
I guess we got the stimulus since like before the time we had to do taxes, before everyone had to do taxes for 2019. So.
Oh, well, I guess like the deadline, sure.
Yeah, well, because they pushed it all the way back. They pushed it to like fucking the standard September scenario. I did not get mine.
Yeah, that's right, because Seth hadn't done it. Right?
I don't understand how it affected taxes to that extent. That was a bit silly.
What?
Why taxes had to be pushed back so fucking far?
They just wanted to make it. This is one of those like easy things where like you guys are already having problems like dealing with this trash, and it was like everybody can automatically push it to fucking September. Like you just put it with the IRS. You just put it in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
You can just not do yours until September, and they don't give a shit.
Well, I know people that have done theirs for years.
I know people have done that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mistake,
Yeah.
especially in this country because it's they actually like unlike like Italy and shit like that where they like fuck you up. Italy, they're like, yeah, whatever. There's like a big problem with people not doing their taxes in Italy, like to the point where like they were struggling for many years.
I think Brazil pays people for their taxes, or they get jail time. If you do them, you get paid, but if you don't do them, you get jail time.
That's not how taxes work.
I know, it's weird.
Also, how are you wearing that jacket still?
She's just so cool.
Comfortable right now.
The coolest fucking dude I know.
Spool's not bad.
I mean, every cat
Sure,
I ever
dude.
owned loves his jacket.
What did you just say?
Every cat I ever owned loves his jacket.
Loves the jacket.
It's super comfy.
I don't know how you're not just like drowning in puss all the time.
I'm not drowning in stuff like that because I have the front open.
I'm not drowning in. Sorry, what? That's okay. That's what's stopping. I got you. I'm not drowning in that stuff because the front's open. I don't think that's how it works either.
Nice, thank you.
I would laugh my ass off if you zip that thing up and all of a sudden there was just puss everywhere. So that would be funny.
Stripper pole drops from the ceiling.
Just comes out of that hole in the ceiling. Is that what that's for? An retractable stripper pole?
Yeah,
at some point?
I wish.
It's got enough wires
I
to
mean,
power three of them at
when
the same
Scotty
time.
with his first wife, we had a stripper pole.
That's
She was
true.
pole dancing. It was like her fitness.
Yeah, but she did it as a sport. It's different.
Yeah, I agree. It's not good. She was kind of a bitch.
I would hurt myself so bad. Oh, what?
I mean,
What?
it sounds like it would be fun.
I just,
but I don't know.
I didn't do anything. Just what? No, I think you'd be all right. You got grip strength.
It'd be more problematic for someone like me because I sweat a lot on my hands.
They spin.
Yeah, you kind of need it. It's like built-in lube.
Eric does have the sweatiest grips ever. Like when we used to play controller games back in the day. I'm like, this is gross, dude.
Oh, I used to get pretty sweaty hands on a controller. That's one I say with the keyboard. It doesn't happen anymore because your hands are like open.
Yeah.
Remember that
They're not
fucking
just-
mouse you had? With
Oh, with the fans.
Oh,
it was from like Mad Cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took apart my mouse the other day to look at the roller click thing we were talking about. First time I ever taking apart a mouse.
They're not actually that easy to take apart.
No, they're not.
They're not designed to go apart.
Like luckily I had like a set of like little magnetic screwdrivers. Like it wasn't a big deal. But dude, there's a lot of fucking parts of this thing, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of
The
ridiculous.
only time I ever taken apart one was when I fastballed it at the wall.
Oh, mine's wireless, so it's even got more in it. Cause it's gonna have
great.
all the shit. Like it's got like a whole motherboard in it and all this fucking random shit. And it's also got the 6 side buttons, 2 buttons on top, 2 buttons in the middle for the roller and the Wi-Fi settings, and like a bunch of other shit on it. So yeah, there's a bunch of shit packed in there. It was
So I
pretty
guess the
cool.
question is it back together?
Yeah. It works.
All right.
The only thing I was worried about was fucking up the ribbon cables. There's 2 of those in there.
Yeah, they're a little easy to take apart, or a little easy to tear apart, is what I'd say. But yeah, no, Paul used to have a bad problem with the anger in playing games. Me
That
too.
was not game related.
But the thing is, like, I would.
That one wasn't game related?
No, that was phone related.
See, that's
You
the
also had
other-
a problem with phones anger too, though, so.
Well, no, it was you texting me related.
What did I do? I don't remember
That
this.
was when you
apparently.
had that fucking the orange that you unlocked.
Oh, yeah, I could just you could send unlimited messages.
It was before smartphones.
Yeah, so
Right,
it was
in the
like,
States. So yeah, that was not.
yeah,
I know, dude, I had a track.
I broke several people's phones back in the day because you could literally just copy and paste their number thousands of times.
The number?
Well,
The number also and the messages.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
At this time, you weren't even fucking with me. But the problem was when he's texting you in a chat form like you can now, and you're on a fucking flip phone. I had the Sanyo version of the Razor.
I remember that.
At the time.
Might have been.
And every time you get a message, it kicks you out of what you're typing. So when he starts busting at you like a freaking chat, and it keeps kicking you out of what you're typing.
Well, yeah, I remember you
fucking
could text
throw
people
your
so
phone
much it
across
would
the
just
basement.
overload their phone and shut it down.
But yeah, I could definitely send it out like that. Like we did it to Nikki G got the point of that one.
Yeah, that was. You sent like 100 something messages.
I sent 100,000.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he said it was going on for days.
Yeah, it went for multiple days.
Dude, fuck you.
Yeah, I've been a troll forever.
Sucks.
We were like bored, and that was when we were coming back from Cleveland racing toy cars, and I was bored like in the car or whatever. And it was so distracting that Dan didn't take the right exit, so we went totally the wrong way for like 3 hours out of the way. Before we're like, where are we?
Yeah, we did that. We were up at I think I was in middle school at the time. We were up at a swim meet in Estes, and we were leaving the pool, and you went right to go back to Loveland, and left apparently took us to Lions. But my mom went left because there was elk crossing. She's like, I want to go look at the elk and whatever. So we went that way, and then she couldn't turn around because the elk were just everywhere, so she kept going. And then we're like, where the fuck are we? We ended up like
Long walk.
passing through Lions and like keep going.
Oh, so you're like on the way to like Boulder?
Yeah. We were supposed to be going to Loveland. That was fun.
That's not too bad. We just didn't know where we were at all. Like we went to because it was in Chicago, and where I-90 splits from I-70. Like you have to like go onto I-70 because like they're both the same there, and I-90 splits off. But like if you stay where you think would be like staying on I-70 is actually taking you to I-90. So like we went like through Chicago. And we're all, the fuck is going on right now? Like.
What the fuck are we at?
Yeah, I could send like tens of thousands of messages like that, just bam, 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 because you just like copy paste everything. This is before like everybody had smartphones too, because like
Way
Oh.
before.
yeah, this would have been like 2007 or 8. So like everybody still was like transitioning to it.
Yeah, that's when I just started. That's when I started using my. Because when I had a track phone, I didn't fuck with any of that stuff because you have to pay per text, and I wasn't about to fuck with that. And then when I got my first like contract phone, I think it was my freshman year, which would have been 08. And yeah, then I started fucking with other people, sending them shit.
But I mean, I had a smartphone in 2004. So like, and that was before, they didn't have restrictions where you could put the same number, the same contact, and that was like the thing. Like you could just contact the thing out and then just like copy paste, like you just write like 1,000 characters, and then just and then just like copy paste your fucking number. Like, oh my god, it was so funny. People get so pissed. But I mean, their phone was like inoperable for like a couple of days sometimes. So I get it.
I had a good time messing with the TTS last week. I'm never on the chat side. I could hear it. It's like, I want to play with this a little bit. That's fun.
It is pretty fun to do it. Like, I love when people like when they re-enabled it on Discord. Like Avery used it like.
Oh,
And we're like, what the fuck was that? Like, what the hell? Like, you tell the people that haven't used Discord for many years, they're like, no, like that's a thing. The TTS is a thing. I probably should turn it off in the fucking chat because sometimes it gets a little outrageous.
You know what?
The TTS, I can turn it off in the server. In the server settings, I can actually turn it off. Because for a while there, like on one of the servers we had, like a couple years ago, that was like the thing, and like it would get fucking. You're like playing a game, you're like, shut the fuck up. Once it starts going, there's no way to turn it off either. Like you're just like, fuck, you're just there.
I wouldn't want it on a Discord server.
It's on ours.
I've never heard it.
I'll do it right now. Bacon and Avery are in right now. So you just do this, TTS.
Oh, there's a command for it?
Yeah.
So /TTS?
Honky said the cat goes meow meow meow.
Okay, so I didn't know there was a command for it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a command in the server for it.
Good to know.
Yeah, so when you want to annoy people, that's how you do it. Why is there you already went through 2 of those Zing teas?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's Xing T, by the way. Read it.
Next Zing.
Did I? Yeah, I used to call him that before I knew.
Before you were educated, man?
I mean, I'm still not educated, but I know it's Zing now.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. For security purposes, you've been logged out. Ooh. So,
So stupid.
how was your holiday there, Polly?
Fine, a lot of work. Everyone's buying beer.
Yeah, they can't go anywhere at all, so it's like extra. Half the people have the days off, so
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
like, I mean, we've been
Kind of glad so. The extra work in order to get one more day off, it's almost not worth it.
That's fair. For you. I didn't get everything done before my break because I've been off this whole week.
Oh shit.
So like, there's a pile of shit. Like I was in the chat like, yesterday, I think, and I was all, I don't want to deal with any of this right now. So Sunday, I'll probably be like, okay, I need to do some work before I fucking like pop in on Monday. Be like, oh bitches, I'm fucking here again. So I also forgot to put on my chat for work that I was out of office. So like, there's a lot, and I'm all fuck.
Oops.
Way to go, dude.
I wasn't gonna change it during it, but whatever. They approved it, so it's not my fault. They also approved like me and the person that like I have to do his job when he's not there. I had this week off for like 2 months. Like I took off like 2 months ago. Well, they also approved him on Monday.
So you're both in.
Yeah, and we've done that one time when he got married last year, and then it was the same day as Teddy's wedding.
Mm.
So he had the day off, and I had the day off.
So nothing good then.
Yeah, it was a fucking shit show. When I came back, he was gone for like the whole week afterwards too, and I was like super fucking like miserable. I worked like probably 100 hours that week, just cause like trying to like cut, like fix that shit, like do all his shit, like it was fucking miserable. So like I was like, if you have any emergencies,
Don't come.
chat me. I was on Monday. I was like, chat me. I'll take care of it. And like the emergency shouldn't have been my emergency, but it was like nobody can figure it out. And I'm like, none of these devs know how to fucking do their job apparently. So I fucking and just like figured it out. I was like, it wasn't even that hard. I mean, it took me like an hour and a half to figure it out. But I'm not a dev either. Like I am, but like I don't do dev work.
Right.
So like it wasn't like part of my like normal like repertoire of shit that I do. So I was like, if these guys can't figure it out, I guess I'll figure it out. But it tends to be like the case where it's like they're gonna cancel this fucking like $5,000 a month. Who's ever paying $5,000 a month to the company that I work for marketing? You should just hire a person instead of paying us. Like I don't get those like companies that pay like 5-10 G's a month where I'm like, you literally can hire a person to do this for you, and then it's specifically for you, and you're not doing like with like 15 people kind of like, I don't know about this company at all, but here we go. So that's one of those like random ass shit where I'm like,
That would save some money.
Well, it depends if they're that big of a company. They're gonna need more than one person.
Well,
to
no,
do
think
it.
about it. If you have only one person,
Not typically.
one person, $5,000 a month. You pay that one
Right.
person $3,000, which is pretty good money, and bam.
I mean, it's $3,000 a month.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay, buddy.
It's
not
it's survivable when you're by yourself. Like if you have like a child in there and you're not, it's not survivable. Like it's barely like you can survive, I guess.
Well,
But
see
It's
people
more money
do
than
it.
I make.
Well, like the unemployment I'm on right now, I get $400 a week. Sucks. And I don't know why I didn't get it.
It's doable.
It's
not fun.
doable.
It
Yeah.
just
yeah,
sucks.
it's doable, but it's not a fun scenario. Like I make 20K more than that at that job, and even I'm like, I live like an okay life. I can buy a couple things here or there, computer, like whatever, but like I'm not like extravagant, like fucking like this is stellar ass money. Like I don't think you're really in stellar like good money until you're like 150 range. Like that's pretty much where you need to be, and that's where I want to be. I don't want to be where I'm currently at, so that's okay. It's a job right now. But it's not like a terrible company or anything like that. Like I have perks. Like don't get me wrong, but like at the same time, it's like 50K for what I do is like not quite there. For what like I had to reel back what I was doing because it was like too much. I was like, I'll just do all this work. Then I'm like, yes, I got you. And I was like, why am I doing this? There's nowhere fucking up from here. Like, I can't fucking do this shit. So it's like, it's not worth it for me. So I'll do the work that I agreed to do when I got hired. Maybe a little bit more, a little extra shit. Again, with this whole, nobody else can figure it out. Okay, I got you. I can do those things. Get that food baby going.
Yeah, I ate too much food.
But the idea is again, it's a stepping stone to where I'd rather be, which is not working for nobody.
Yeah, I had kind of the similar thing to your vacation fiasco. Because my department has 2 managers for the South Territory and North Territory. They both went on vacation the same week. And my boss apparently told his boss that if he had any questions, because he's kind of new to the chain world, that he should call me. He didn't tell me that he told his boss to call me.
Oh.
So for a week, my phone's ringing several times a day, and I'm like, fuck, what did I do?
Right? You're like, this is like not a normal thing for me. I'm not a fucking manager. I've experienced that too. Like,
He's called me once. And that was to say, like, happy 4th of July.
Wow.
yeah, I had that experience like when I first like started working at this company. Like, it was like the first holiday season. Like everybody's gone. Like like my boss, like all the managers are fucking gone. Everybody's just fucking gone. And then I'm like sitting there like, I've been in this company for like, 10 months. Like, like not like I'm brand new, but like I've been there for a little while. But then like I'm getting like managerial questions like, what should we do here? I'm like, I have no idea. I'm just like the go-to guy for when they have problems. I don't like not this kind of problem. Like
Yeah, like I was able to answer the questions at least. It was just like nerve-wracking.
right, because you're like not used to like getting the boss's boss like, hey, what are you doing?
Like I know him. He's a good dude and everything.
That's
but it's still like
that's a super huge plus.
it's just like yeah.
See the distance.
At least you
he's the one that calls when you fucked up.
fucking
Meow.
might put a fucking meow.
Yeah,
Because they were probably just sitting on the Discord screen, so they just randomly heard it. He's not in the Discord, so. But yeah, it's one of those like it is nerve wracking when your boss's boss is like, hey, what are you doing? I need to know this, and you're like, I didn't know I needed to know that kind of situation. And that's where that goes. Where like,
I am literally the newest person on this team. I don't know why you're calling me. Someone told me to. Okay.
I guess I can answer the question. Good. I mean, what would be like I don't know that.
Right.
And they're like, who do I call? I don't fucking know. Because your company's big enough too. Like, there's like some tiers like going there.
There's a few, but they're not big.
Right.
I mean, the whole company is 300 people, and that's including the Western Slope.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's not. Yeah, that's
The
smaller.
Well,
entire,
still
the entire
small-
sales
small
force with
company.
managers included is like 43 people.
Oh. So that's actually smaller than like mine as far as like total amount. But like
Oh,
ours
sure.
is spread pretty wide.
Yeah, yeah.
There's not a whole lot.
we have like our office division, HR, and that sort of thing, but for the most part, it's a hands-on job. So you have the sales guys, you have the delivery, you have all that. So.
Right. So But I guess that's not too bad when it comes to like that kind of stuff. Because again, you know these people. Like I do too.
Like the other, like the delivery side of things, I know my drivers and my former drivers, but that's about it. But I know most of the sales staff, of course.
Yeah. Well, you're interacting with it a little bit more too.
Not anymore, but yeah.
Well, before you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those like things like when you're in that like position that like it's so fucking annoying. You're like, fuck, stop this shit. I want to hit you.
Show you real aggression.
I said that last week too. I'm gonna fucking slap you.
See, the key is you gotta get to know the look in his eyes and then preemptively slap him.
What was
Oh
it?
my god, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. We were somewhere.
We were either at Tyler
Or Tony's.
or no, actually we were at Trailhead.
Oh, we were at Trailhead. Yeah, that's right. We were at Trailhead. And he said something to me, and like at this time we were basically like, it was like if you said some dumb bitch, like it was like one of those like moments in like our friendship, and I was going to hit him.
And he recognized that.
Yeah, and he like
He
I
slapped-
slapped the
no,
shit
he
out of him.
slapped just a fucking bam, like it knocked me off the stool.
Glasses went flying.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, you were about to hit me. Yeah, it was. But of course, it's a bar that we don't hang out at, so no one knows us.
Yeah, everybody's like looking at us like, what the fuck?
You're
I'm like, I'm
bro,
just sitting there going like, fuck. I'm on the floor. I was like, what the shit? I'm like, okay, well, I was going to it, so retaliation prior, got it. I never actually liked the satisfaction of doing it, but here we are.
Some good times in the bars.
Don't miss me some bars. I was talking to Fahad today, actually. So like if you're still here, he's gonna try to call me when he gets up in the morning because we have like a 10-hour ahead kind of situation.
Mhm.
So he was like, if I get up at like 10, because he's Fahad, so he's like, I was gonna sleep till like noon today. I was like, well, that's fair. Like, do your thing. It's Saturday. But the kids were trying to be crazy, and I was like, no shit. But if he gets up at 10, he's gonna call me. So he got a U.S. number so he can like fucking just straight up call me on the phone now.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, dope. Because he's trying to call me from Saudi on a Saudi number, and I was all, I'm not answering that. I remember I was sitting at I think it was when I was working at JBS. I was sitting there, I got a call like just in the middle of the day, and I was all, and it like said Saudi Arabia, and the person next to me was like, when are you getting a call from like Saudi Arabia? I was like, I don't know specifically who this person is, but I probably know this person. And they're like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing because you're weird. But yeah, he's gonna call me if he wakes up in time.
Yeah, it was a long distance. Bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, I have international calling till Canada and Mexico, not to fucking Saudi Arabia. I was like, that would have been fucking expensive. I was like, I'm not answering that for the benefit of both of us. You probably paid $1 just to call that.
I mean, that would probably be on his side anyway, but that would be a lot of fucking money.
Right. It was very much, I'm not doing that to you right now just because you're being a fucking idiot. Like, I miss that kid like bad though. But yeah, he was talking about like, we were talking about like, apparently we're doing shots of tequila later too. Because he was like, do a shot of tequila for me. I was like, all right, I got you. What is his face right now? Tequila face. I love tequila.
I don't mind it at the beginning. If I start with it, I'm fine. It's not a good
So
finish.
we don't have any like straight Tabasco sauce.
Verify.
Oh well, some prairie fires.
What?
Prairie fire?
Verify.
What's that?
Tequila and Tabasco.
Tobacco stuff.
Oh, good. I kind of
I mean, compared to the Death Nut Challenge, it's fucking nothing.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
Quite aggressive. I can't believe how ridiculous that shit fucking was.
That was nuts, man.
Like swollen ass face.
want your medication. Like, dude, your face is about to swell shut. Just take the fucking drugs. Alright, fine.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It was funny. Between that and my whole thing. It's hot, man.
Yeah, it's fucking hot.
I'm the only one who did it the correct way.
I mean, technically, you're supposed to eat all of them.
Yeah.
That's one person.
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't feel like that's gonna make
Once
it
I would
much
get to that
worse.
fucking fourth one, I'd be fucked. So.
Like, I feel like it would just make the afterburn worse because there's just more stuck
Right.
to your mouth.
Yeah, but like heat wise, I don't know if it's gonna
Yeah, I know.
really affect
I
it
actually
that
have one
much.
more if you want to try.
We need Eric to try it.
Yeah, we do.
Like, I'll do it again, but I'm not gonna do the whole thing by myself. I don't even know if I want to do it again, really. I'll do
Okay,
it.
okay, we'll put it like this. We'll wait till we'll do it again when 3.0 comes out.
Yeah, like if there's a new version, I'll try that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
out. But the second one, I'll eat the first nut because I would eat that one as a snack. The first one was good.
Was it the first one or the second? I thought the second one had the like chocolate pepper or whatever.
It was the second one. Whichever one had that
The first two were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, whichever one had the chocolate pepper.
And then it just turned into a chemical. Oh no.
Yeah. I'd like to watch Eric do that. That'd be
I would too.
it's a good time.
Eric's not even afraid. He likes spicy as shit.
Yeah, but it's spicy, man.
Yeah, but Eric likes spicier than like I like it. I like spicy. Like I like pretty spicy.
What would you say the highest Scoville rating you've ever eaten? If you had to put
He's
it
even straight up ghost pepper.
Yeah, it's still less than the fucking.
Yeah. So the death nut.
The death nut
The
is
final
15
nut,
million.
There we go. 13. Yeah. 2 times.
13?
2 times Carolina Reaper.
What was the?
Moruga Scorpion and 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals.
Yeah, so 13 million. Straight
Yeah,
capsaicin.
this
We had
thing
the
is
Mad
just
Dog
dusted in capsaicin.
special
That's
edition.
only a 1 mil.
Special edition is, yeah, it's one.
Yeah, the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, it's 1 mil.
was 1 mil.
13 million.
13 million. The last one's 13
It's
fucking million.
dusted with capsaicin crystals. It's
And
not
like,
even pepper.
according if you follow like the challenge
So
rules.
technically, like you eating the straight up ghost pepper was worse than that hot sauce, and you know that you experienced that. But this, I mean, this is like it's not quite as much though either. Like at the same time, because like biting like a full like on ghost pepper. Like
Yeah, you didn't make it to the death nut.
no, I didn't because my face was fucking swollen.
it's not our problem. We're just saying.
You didn't get to
You're
try.
just talking about it's not that bad. It's like we didn't go all the way, so.
No, I'm just saying like having the full like scenario versus like eating like a 2 mil hot sauce. Because like I had like a 2 mil hot sauce too, where like it's fucking like
Well, it's hot.
yeah, it's
It's
fucking ridiculous. Like don't get me wrong, but like when you eat like peppers like shredded, I love habanero hot sauce.
Eating the straight pepper is different though, too.
Yeah, and it's like when they're like habaneros only like what is it 500 I think 500,000. So like the 500,000 scenario, but when you eat that like straight, it's way different
Oh, yeah.
than like fucking like hot sauce.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the oils and everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, the last nut's 13 million.
Plus 2 Carolina
And so
Reapers.
while you're doing the whole thing, you're not supposed to. We didn't follow the rules like exactly.
Well, I didn't.
But you're supposed to like eat. You're not supposed to eat or drink anything the whole time. You're supposed to eat them in like succession, like a 30-second break, and eat the next one. And then
Thanks,
you're
I'll agree with
supposed-
that as well.
I thought it was pretty short.
I understand why you don't want to drink something because it actually can make it worse. That's why you don't want
I
to drink.
think, honestly, I think I got a little bit of help from the beer.
But
The beer cuts it. It's acidic.
But like if you were like drinking milk, it would absolutely help cut it.
Yeah.
So like you're not supposed to cheat or use
The
any like
instructions
aids.
aren't on the outside.
Do whatever, and then, but after you eat the last nut, you have to let that one ride for 5 minutes before you can. Then you can eat or
I
drink.
thought it was like 2 minutes in between. It wasn't 30
It may have
seconds. It
been
was
2
longer than
minutes,
that because Seth was like straight up had a timer going.
He had a timer on for the last one. I don't know if you remember.
For all of them, like telling us when to
Did
do
he?
the next one.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, after the last one's 5 minutes.
I think that's a win game.
Yes, 2 steps, 2 full steps.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
hey man,
What's up, boo?
Nada. You!
Oh yeah.
I've seen you in ages. There. You can sit with
where do
Veronica.
you
I don't
want
know.
to?
You put him with the rest of them because we have also like
Perfect.
you brought the flavor though for sure. What's up, baby cakes?
Nothing, brother.
Good to see you as always.
Oh god, I'm in the shot.
You're fine. You know how it works. Yeah, the Eric decided he was going to come. I didn't know he was coming. So,
Nice.
What?
I really wanted
but
How
he's
have
here.
you been?
All right.
Good.
We've been hanging out quite a bit lately, actually, on the podcast. We've had the days off, so it's worked out.
I'm glad I got the Montucky.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're running low.
Couldn't remember.
I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it, like, fully,
Oh,
obviously.
someone got the twisted tea. Who's getting it?
I got the twisted tea from my friend that was here last night.
We're
She
gonna
doesn't
do that.
drink very much, and she likes them.
We're gonna see which one of us can take a can to the face.
I can help you with that.
You're.
I don't think you... Have you seen this? I don't think you've seen this.
I've seen the video.
Okay.
When
I
he
was
drops the can, whips it, and then
so are you going to be the person hitting somebody or the person that doesn't take it?
hit it?
No, then you're gonna get hit first.
Here's the thing.
No, it's like a
Here's
taser.
the
You're not gonna
thing.
tase other people unless you get tased
I
first.
actually don't know if a 12
I've
ounce
actually
can was the
twisted-
same way.
No,
I've
no,
actually
no.
thrown these cans around and bottles of water all the time, so I know how the action works.
I don't think you could hit that hard.
Probably not that hard. You're probably true about that, but I could definitely hit it
I
like you
can't believe
did.
that guy got the fuck up after that.
I would have stayed down. Like,
There's another one where he gets up.
No, so the longer version of the video, he gets back up.
he gets up and starts fiting the dude, and then gets his ass kicked again.
Yeah,
Real
the
bad.
longer
Like the dude picks him up, turns him sideways, throws him into the edge of the counter, and then throws him onto the ground and just starts beating the shit out of his face.
Pretty much chokes him out.
Wow.
Like everyone else is like, dude, you got him. Like, get off. Like he's getting his ass kicked. It was great.
I love them making that video with the song parodies. It's hilarious.
Yeah, the song parody versions, like, there's one like the beginning of Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen any of the song parody ones.
Yeah, I have not either.
I'll bring one up. 'Cause it's not long enough that we'll get fucking flagged for it.
Oh, I have to tell you about my copyright claim. It's pretty funny.
Did you get copyright claim?
Yeah, it's really dumb though. I'll have to pull up the email so I can get the specifics. So,
Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. I love when people do this too. It's
Instant you said Dave Matthews, I knew it was going to be this. It's got to be
It's
that
so good.
Talk about awesome free advertising.
so,
Right?
so it was from YouTube, and it was back when we were playing, like when we first got Pummel Party, because the video, it was like when I tried to do this really shitty edit, like an actual YouTube video from when we played, and I finally, it was, 3 days ago, I got the claim on a video that's like over a year old.
Yeah, the algorithm caught it.
And it was on a video that the copyrighted content,
Do we go to the hookah?
Yeah, I'm giving one over here.
Okay, yeah.
the copyrighted content,
Only time I get to smoke is when I'm over here. So.
Alright, fair.
the copyrighted content
I'll
was
come
the
over more,
song
it's
that
fine.
like plays in the background while the game is going on. That they call it Party Time Extended Mix, I guess is the name of it. But the music that plays in the game
Yeah.
while you're playing, and it was blocked by Warner Music Group.
Are you looking for a bowl?
Trash.
But it was
Oh, it's
just
right there behind you.
it was just a claim. It wasn't a strike. It's like
Right.
nothing happened. I didn't need to take any action, delete the video, do anything. But people in Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and Syria can no longer watch that video. That's it. That's the extent of what happened.
You can
Yeah,
actually
there
go
goes
in
your
here.
North
Key
Korea
demographic.
I guess,
You
dude.
actually go into YouTube Studio and there's a beta thing where they can take it out. They'll blank out just that one portion of it.
So weird.
Yeah. We got that one from when Sarah showed us that video. It was like
Oh,
the
yeah.
talking like gecko or something.
But it was actually in an
Wouldn't
album.
that be funny?
But
if,
yeah, it
like,
was actually like
the,
another guy's
the
album.
bulk of the people who like actually follow you and watch that, like they're all in North Korea.
That would be funny as shit. Cause I was talking to Avery about it, and I was like, dude, it sucks. I just lost all my audience. That's where all my viewers come from.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I
you're
give a
just gonna be
shit.
pissed.
Is that the right Korea? Yeah, it is. I had to think about it for a second. Fuck off.
I don't blame him. I had to think about it for a second too. I was like, wait, what?
Don't put us in the same group, please. Nothing personal. Just don't.
You're both sitting on the same couch.
Alright.
I had to go to the restroom anyway, so.
Eric's like, fuck this, I'm first.
There it goes.
Well, why don't you put him with the rest of them?
Have you changed the shirt since you were here last time?
Yeah, I washed it.
Were you still wearing it when you washed it?
No.
I was kind of hoping he was going to close the jacket and we were going to see all this pussy come around.
Right, dude? Just a bunch of stray cats. Oh, that kind of puss. Different.
Got it.
Different.
Dude, all the old cats I had used to love this jacket. Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my cats will sleep on any article of clothing and leave on a chair, but you know.
Just anything that's like kind of warm.
That's so funny. Of course, dude, it's open. That's why it's not working right now. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for clarifying that. Oh, man.
So, V, how was your guys' holiday situation?
That's good.
Good?
Yeah, we've been off for the last 2 weeks. It's been nice.
Still?
I've been off about 3 weeks.
Why don't you come hang out with me? I've been off all this week.
Oh, I've just been at home playing with myself.
Touching that PB.
Yeah.
Watching porn bloopers and all that stuff.
Waffle stomping turds.
Porn bloopers are the fucking best. I'm telling you. They're the fucking best. One we watched today, dude's got the camera and he's like right here. He's like, oh god, yeah, okay. He's got the camera and like dude's jacking off in some girl's mouth, and I don't know. He has a fucking flyer. Hits the cameraman on the fucking face, all over his face, like a tube of toothpaste on his face. And Cameron's like, cut! He's like falling over. It's fucking great. That's what I do with my free time.
I mean, it could be worse, I guess. I don't know how, but.
Sure, you can find a way.
Just all shoot up meth and shit. That's my free time.
I have plenty of free time these days. I went and quit my job.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Alright, fair enough.
Yep. Might go up and work security at the X Games. Might be fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Couple weeks.
Well, if you're free, like I'm pretty free. I play a lot of video games these days.
Yeah, you do. You play those ones I can't play though. I'm not dexterous enough for those.
I think it'd be fun to play those games with you regardless.
It would be a lot of fun.
You got a gaming
If
PC.
you can handle having a retard around out there.
We got plenty of those.
Yeah, we already have those. We play with them
We
regularly.
play with Bacon.
Oh, well.
It's so funny.
Bacon's pretty much disabled as it is.
Huh?
He's still on.
Yeah?
Hope so. He knows.
There was that one time we played GTA 5 with him.
Oh my god.
That was even a
We're
little
gonna hop back into that here in the next couple weeks too.
When is 6 coming out? Isn't that supposed to be out soon?
No, like 3 more years.
Really?
Probably that's why they came out with a brand new heist for
Oh,
5.
they're still doing all the like DLC like.
Well, they just came out with a new heist for GTA 5.
Did
It's
they?
like off the map.
God,
There's a whole new like island where this heist takes place.
There's a new island.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get back.
I don't think you can like get to it and like you can't explore it in free mode,
Yeah,
but
go
it's
to
for the heist.
thing, yeah.
But it's like a whole you're robbing the
Check that
bunker of this giant mansion on this island. We have to do that one.
Age of Empires as usual.
I'll play that too.
And Plague. I've been playing some Plague. Plague's interesting.
I don't know what kind of game.
I got into the super brutal mode or whatever, and that's kicks your ass pretty good.
I think Rust would be fun at some point.
Yeah, actually, I want to check that out.
Rust could be fun.
I mean, yeah, but the game we've been playing the most is for $99. You just go download it, so.
Yeah,
Weren't you playing Call of Duty or whatever?
Yeah, it's.
Warzone's free.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Multiplayer is the one you gotta pay for. You gotta buy the game. But if Warzone's a free to play game.
Well, it's not any fun if it's not multiplayer, really.
Oh, but it is.
It is.
150, it's 150 people on the map.
Oh.
So it's a battle royale game. So 150 people drop in,
Fucking sweet.
teams of 4.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
the zone just
I'll
shrinks
send you
in
the
and
Discord link so you can like do dumb chats and put dumb videos in there. Yeah.
great. Now our Discord's gonna be full of porn bloopers.
Oh well.
We'll have to give him a separate little chat room.
Yeah.
Wingate's retard room.
Yeah. At your own risk room. Only $12.99 at that place. Look at that.
Look at that. There's cookies.
Yeah, you'll have to just pop in and play with us, especially if you got free time. Learn a new game.
Yeah.
That's fun. It's a good time.
Was it the standard like WASD,
Yeah.
all that
It's standard.
standard
Yeah.
Call of Duty shit?
Aim, shoot.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty standard stuff.
It's pretty fun. Yeah, we have. We have a good
Sweaty
time.
as fuck right now.
Yeah.
I was once ranked 88th in the world in Call of Duty 2. One time.
That's when like 88 people played that game.
No, there was like a couple mil. I was balling at that game, but then again, like I spent.
That's all you played for fucking 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it was yeah.
Yeah, we're all.
I log on to Steam now, and I get like kind of depressed when I look at my Age of Empires thing where it says how many hours you've played.
Yeah, I don't like that thing.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm just like, I've spent like almost a year and a half of my life playing this game. Jesus Christ.
When I play those games too, I don't play.
Yeah, 'cause we're-
games.
I
we're
don't,
all-
I don't feel bad about that when I get that many hours. I mean, I actually feel achievement. I'm like, hey, I'm doing pretty good.
And he zips up his jacket, gets to work.
Yeah.
Your shower jacket. That's your bathing jacket. That's the one you're wearing.
This is my shop. But I got 800 hours logged in Breath of the Wild, so
God damn it.
I feel pretty good about that.
I've been playing it. I mean, the game's still not that old.
It's only came out in March.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah. We all sit about. You guys sit higher than me, but we're all in like the top 5%. I know you guys are higher than that. But
Yeah, I mean, my KDR is okay. Like, it's like really stacking up lately. But I mean, like we had a game on Wednesday where I played where I had like we were just fucking around and I had 16 kills.
How do you feel about like when a game like that, you're dropping with a team, you got some people, and there's that one person that just goes on like suicide missions constantly.
Avery.
Oh. So if I get on there, Avery and I we could do some work, I bet.
I mean, yeah, we play the game. It's not like we don't take it.
We don't take it that
That's
seriously.
my
We don't.
jam. I'm just like, you guys distract him. I'm gonna try this like crazy route, clear around there,
Well,
I'm gonna sneak up and.
No, that's actually a play. For
There is nothing more satisfying than coming up behind someone and just knifing them or whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely a viable strategy too.
Yeah, like there's people that play that game where like they only do fucking shield for Cali sticks. So they have a fucking riot shield and they have stuns and they stun you and they just beat the shit out of you.
I like it.
So like
Kinda
there's
sounds
like
like fun.
plenty of ways to play it.
Yeah, 3 of us hold attention while somebody just runs around the backside
Yeah.
and causes trouble. It's a good time.
So
It's
yeah,
fun.
like it's one of those games we don't take it like that seriously. Like I've played a tournament and I did pretty well. Like me and Abe's played it duos. We actually had like 4 teams in that tournament because we had it was Seth or 3 teams. So it was me and Avery, Seth and Jack, and then Mike and his buddy Blaze.
Okay.
And we played those. It was fun. But and then we're just sitting there clowning on just talking a bunch of shit in a stream. But yeah, we just sit there and stream and we just play games and just say dumb shit, put clips on TikTok and make people mad at us.
Oh,
It's fun.
you're a talker, huh?
I hate it.
He gave in.
I hate it. Like that shit is so dumb. Like it's not quite as bad as like the Reels version of Instagram, which is just like
Oh.
a bunch of 19-year-old girls just dancing dumb.
Mm.
But at least like TikTok,
Oh,
once you start. You're gonna be the dirtiest of old men ever.
Oh yeah. She's ready for it.
I mean, he's been a dirty old man since he was 20, so that's very true actually. Now that you say that out loud. I mean, you've worked the part of your
I
entire
got that
life,
song
so.
that you like. She's only 17.
Oh yeah, she's only 17, winger.
My favorite Jay. No, thank you. I feel creeped out listening to that song now. I'm like, ugh. Once I hit double the age, I won't know.
It's fun when you're 25.
But now that we're fucking old men,
Those
get-
fucking
get-
assholes.
I'm not the youngest.
Getting old, man. It's quite a journey, isn't it?
I don't feel any different, to be
I
honest.
caught myself drooling when I was taking a shit the other day. I mean, it was a good one. A lot of pressure there. But
You think you killed Travis?
I got when you get done taking a shit, you'll be like, ugh.
I have not experienced that.
Yeah, I caught myself drooling when I was taking shit the other day.
It's like that Greg Giraldo skit when he's like talking about like his like balls tipping into the fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Because he would have been roughly our age then when he did that before he died.
Greg Giraldo, yeah, that's right.
I mean, he's been dead for like 15 years.
Well, same with Patrice O'Neal, and she's always giving me shit because like every black guy I see, the running joke is that is that Patrice O'Neal? Just like any black dude ever. I don't know.
I love Patrice too.
Oh, dude,
Patrice
he's
is
so funny.
such a savage. No fucks at all. I remember like that comedy special that he had where he was like doing crowd work at the beginning. He's all like, "You guys lesbians?"
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah," which is like you don't want to say it. You should have been like, "No." And he's like, "So like, you got like dildos?" And they're like, "Yeah." So like, you like the dick, just not the person behind it.
Good point. This is true.
And it was just super funny to hear. It was like he just was, especially that crew of people was so savage.
Well, that like '90s Boston crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just New York,
Yes.
Boston, all those guys, like
Whoa.
so savage. Like
Yeah,
I don't know if their comedy would have really moved too well into current.
No, they would not have. Yeah.
They would have dived a little bit more into. I mean, it barely was a thing then. Like they got popular enough, like people knew them,
Oh,
but they weren't gonna be so.
I mean, you look at the guys back then, like Bill Hicks and all those type
Oh,
of people,
yeah.
where it's just like, fuck, just get up there and destroy everything.
Yeah,
And-
no
But
social norms.
half the stuff they say, you're like not allowed to say
Yeah.
anymore, you know.
They weren't allowed to say it then either.
But they did anyway, and they got away with it. Whereas now you wouldn't get away with it.
Yeah, you would.
Shamed on social media.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The lynch mob would be after you.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's very few people that, like, even, like, can, like, kind of roll that way at all right now. I mean, like, Ron White is one, I guess.
I think he kind of gets like the grandpa card, where it's like,
Right.
grandpa says crazy.
He says some ridiculous ass
I
shit.
think he gets
His
away
last
with it.
special on Netflix is, like, one of the best specials ever.
Oh yeah.
Like, the Dr. Phil fucking thing. Oh, my God, it's so fucking funny. It's like, yeah, I got broke my fucking arm and shit.
Speaking of broken arms, Tom Segura. What the fuck?
Apparently they showed the video last night on their.
They did, yeah. I didn't watch it. But
They were doing like some basketball challenge, and like Tom went to like do something dumb.
went to dunk. Him and Bert. He went to dunk, and Tom somehow came down wrong and like snapped his leg, snapped his arm.
Ooh.
He had to like. Bert was talking about with Dr. Drew, and he's like, "Yeah, is it good that I went over there and rotated his arm 360 degrees back to where it was? Like, literally, skin was all twisted and stuff. He rotated it back around and like,
It's actually good that he did that.
yes, nerve damage, yeah.
It's actually that's the same thing like when I broke my legs. Like straightening them out was like the best thing I could ever do for
Yeah, but yeah, it fucking. Yeah, I guess.
it. Yeah, I kind of wanted to like rent it to like just to see that video because like their live shows also is just like Tom's like.
Oh, it's.
I
it's
love your
porn
mom's house, but
bloopers.
like sometimes it's already like I'm already like. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, and they show like an edited version.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when they do like your mom's house like live, there's no way I would be like good with that. Like, I like watching it occasionally, but there's no fucking way. Like, I'm already like, I like my dreams to be like clean and pure.
Yes. Pure as the driven snow.
That makes sense why he wants to do snowmobiles.
God damn, I gotta make you some grommets. Probably hoses.
I gotta make some hoses. I don't smoke out of that one typically. This is the only one that I usually use. And it's starting to get a little hard.
Like right here. I mean, you still.
Sorry.
It's actually time for a new bowl, I think.
Bill Burr can still get away with some shit.
He can.
Well, he gets shamed for it, but he doesn't care.
Yeah. He doesn't care, but he notices it.
I think his shit's so like real and genuine though that like he gets away with a little bit more
That's fair.
of that because like it's like a real situation.
Well, just I love those things where he goes on like those drives around LA,
Oh
just in
my
his car, and
God.
he's just talking shit to people, like obviously not to them, but
Yeah.
oh god, I love that.
Yeah, there was one where he was doing a podcast in his car waiting for his kid to get out of work or their school.
Oh yeah, where he's sitting in his car
I
like
don't know
screaming
how-
at the steering wheel.
I don't
Like,
know
oh, some
how
guy just
he does
walked by.
fucking
He thinks
solo
somebody-
podcast. I couldn't do solo podcast. Like, there's no way.
I mean,
Well, you got that much to rant about.
You just like, I think I'm an angry person, but he's like,
I think
Every time I watch a special of his, I'm worried he's gonna have a heart attack on stage.
Yeah.
well, now that he's like fucking old too.
I think you could do it.
It's worth it.
You could do it, but you'd need some help.
I just don't like to put in like the previous work for it. Like I like to do the work and then like the after work is fine. Like again, like editing or whatever is like I'm good with that. But like the pre like like you know like come up with topics or whatever, like writing your shit down. Like that's where I like would be more of a struggle with it.
Yeah, it's quite a talent. Like another guy that has like crazy energy on stage is Brian Callen. If you watch any of his specials, it's just like, dude, he doesn't stop moving for like an hour. Like aerobic movement too. It's
I mean, he's always been that person. Like, even like back in Mad TV, like all his characters were fucking ape shit. I mean, Bobby Lee's the same way. It's surprising he's fat at all because he's fucking.
yeah, how does that work? I don't see fat Asian people. Like,
Happy New Year, everyone.
What's up, God?
Hey, get what?
What about sumo people?
Juden!
Oh my god.
Do you need a beer?
Dude, I was about to get up.
What do you want?
I don't know. Something with alcohol in it.
Alright, that's fair. I can twist the tea your way.
You did not specify, sir.
I'll give you one of the strawberry rhubarbs.
I'm more of an ocean spray kind of person.
Smoking weed, riding skateboards, drinking ocean spray. It's amazing how fucking like huge that became over
Isn't that
nothing.
crazy? They bought him a fucking Nissan Frontier or whatever. Then he sold it and bought something else, didn't he?
I don't know. He was like living in a fucking like motorhome in Idaho, like just chilling.
when he was on King of the Sting?
I did actually.
Yeah, and he's like in his motorhome. And he's
Yeah.
like, you live in that thing? He's like, yeah, it's my home.
I mean, fair enough, but like, I mean, he's like, he just doesn't care. He's like, whatever, I'm good. Like, I was having a happy life. He's like a fucking solid person.
That's
as it
good
was.
people, yeah. Gotta love people like that.
I agree. Like, it's one of those like, if you're just kind of vibing, just vibe, and it just worked out for him that his TikTok fucking imploded. I was like,
It was also that nice spark of positivity amidst all the bullshit going on. He was just like,
yeah.
none of that matters. Just chilling, vibing.
All
It's
that.
just so funny with the new kids, or the kids now, though, when they listen to Stevie Nicks, they're like, oh my god, she's so awesome.
Oh yeah, the rediscovery of the music that you probably should know anyway.
Yeah.
You heard that Fleetwood Mac is giving him a portion of the future royalties.
Yeah.
He brought back the attention to the song.
Yeah.
Was it Fleetwood Mac?
Oh, I'm sure.
That's pretty fucking wild.
That's
Stevie
awesome
Nicks.
on their part, too.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
agree.
Yeah, that's so
all
cool.
of a sudden it resurged, and yeah, it's all due to them. So.
Yeah, no, it worked out well for him on that
The
situation.
problem with his branding though is like, where do you go from there?
Well, if he even tries to.
Exactly.
I don't think he is. He
Yeah.
just did it.
Well, it was
But-
like, I remember when I first found that out, I was just playing the today's hits station on Apple Music, and that song came across. It's like,
Today's
what
hits.
the fuck?
Today?
Today's hits?
Today?
So
I
it's
think
like,
that was like, I think it was like when like Kanye did that song with like Paul McCartney or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then like people were like, "Oh, I'm so like happy like they're bringing like this new artist or whatever." Like Paul McCartney's
yeah, I remember that.
been around for like 40 years. Like,
Paul McCartney's a fucking Beatle.
yeah. Like people like didn't fucking know. I was like, how do you not like understand?
It's funny because my kid, my older one, she knows the Beatles, you know. So when kids
Stop
her
real quick. The
generation
Beatles
were
suck,
saying-
but
Yes, thank you.
when
They have a
were-
couple good songs.
Yeah, they do.
no.
They do.
They do.
We got a few goodies.
Yellow Submarine is one of the best songs ever written.
That is a good song. I like Strawberry Fields.
I was being very
Oh,
surprised.
While My
Yeah, I was like, Yellow
While My
Submarine
Guitar
is.
Gently Weeps.
And that's
Yellow
Volkswagen
Submarine
Gently
is like
Weeps.
fucking Cheeseburger in Paradise. It's fucking terrible.
Okay. Nobody likes Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, fuck Jimmy Buffett.
My daddy.
That's on his fucking account.
It's on his thing.
Well, I logged into my Twitch on Apple TV, so it's easier for them to
Oh, okay.
watch it if they want to.
Fair.
Are we being? Do we need to censor ourselves?
No.
It's my wife.
Well, I don't know.
My wife's not a minor.
What about your kid?
She's
though?
only 17.
What?
What about your kid though?
Love you too, honey. She's probably asleep. It's 9 o'clock.
Wow, you have obedient children.
Yes.
He's only got one, so.
You're
Yeah,
almost
like
at 2?
Not yet.
Almost 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fuck. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett. Fuck Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
I was
Now we
like,
sparked some shit here.
I fucking hate like.
There's never been a Jimmy Buffett song where I even had the thought, like, yeah, this is alright. Like, it's never even been that. It's just,
They're always like catchy, but like they're just trash.
Yeah, no, he's like a hook master. Like, he can
Oh, not asleep. Okay. Well,
he can write
I
some
think that was
good
where the
stuff,
High
but
Daddy
it's
part
just,
came from.
his music is garbage.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
you disagree.
No, she doesn't.
I'm just saying that you won't find any more authentic Mexican food than an arcade.
I can believe that. And I've actually had. Doesn't he have his own tequila? He has his own tequila, doesn't he?
I don't know about that.
Or is
He
that
has-
Hagar?
No, he has the margarita machines.
Oh, that's right.
I think there's also a mix, isn't there?
Probably.
I
Yeah.
think there's also a Margaritaville mix.
If there's not, he seriously missed
Yeah.
the
Right. Like you fucked out with that. Yeah. I like.
She's got
I,
restaurants.
All I know is that when we briefly had the worst Cuban restaurant in the world, the Cabana place over on Harmony,
Yeah.
where their ropa vieja was ground beef with ketchup. And I tried to get a drink there, and they only carried one brand of rum, which was Blue Chair Bay, which is owned by Kenny Chesney. Because nothing says Cuban like Kenny fucking Chesney.
That makes
I don't know.
me sad.
Tequila. There's a lot of like tequila brands that are from celebrities.
There are.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
quite a bit, like-
didn't Clooney sell one for like a?
Yeah. They sold his
Fuck
for
ton of
like
money.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think like doesn't fucking like The Rock have one?
Yeah.
The Rock has one.
Probably Dan Aykroyd has one.
He's.
Or no, that's vodka. Is that vodka? The skull.
I think it's
Whatever
vodka.
comes in the skull.
I think it's vodka.
Skull,
He
right.
like I saw that when he was like promoting that on Joe Rogan. I like watched that episode. I was like, oh, Dan Aykroyd, and he's a fucking crazy person now.
Oh,
Like-
he's always been a crazy
Like I know, but like extra, where you're like he's like talking about like aliens and shit, like fully like in this shit. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Does Ryan
It was like
Reynolds sell
it was
whiskey
worse than
or
watching like Ted
vodka?
Nugent on
Who?
Joe Rogan.
Ryan Reynolds. What did he sell?
Gin.
Gin,
Gin.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, he's the gin guy.
Yeah, he bought Aviation Gin, which is actually a very good gin. It's been around long before he was the face of it, though.
Yeah, I mean, at least with him, he's like a decent human being. So like,
Conor
He
McGregor's
seems to be.
whiskey is pretty good too. Conor McGregor's whiskey.
Yes, it
I'm
is. It
assuming
was
it's
a
Irish
proper
whiskey.
proper 12, isn't it?
Proper 12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm
pretty
a
good.
Crazy person
I
also.
don't like Irish whiskey that much, but I like that one.
That's a good one.
I got my palate expanded on some of the higher end Irish whiskeys you don't usually find when a buddy of mine works
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a distributor. And there's a lot of really good ones out there that surprised me.
Like Jameson.
No.
You still working
No.
at Edwards? Hey man, there's a C30 parked out there. What the new Jameson?
I'm so glad you don't fucking work there anymore.
So, plus I went from like the worst profession for a economic downturn to completely recession proof.
Yeah, you pretty much can't break booze.
My route is up over 42% from last year.
That's disgusting.
There is something so.
Especially in Colorado where we already drink like too much. Like
Oh yeah.
everybody except for Eric in this room.
There's something so refreshing about leaving a job. It's amazing. Like when like you were
When the situation is
right
Yeah.
when it's just dire and you're just like fuck this. Like there's something nice about walking away. Just that.
Just no fucks.
Yeah.
You're
Just
just
fuck you.
haven't set foot in the building since.
Bitcoin's up. I'm out of here.
I still get to see Jim around the holidays.
Well, and Jim's dope too. Like you know, like
Yeah, he still goes over to my house for Thanksgiving, my parents' house for Christmas.
yeah, he's still a fucking dope.
But I
human
just
being.
still get to hang out with him at Jim.
I bought an Arturo at a liquor store the other day. It was a big mistake.
Which one?
I don't know, a little tiny guy.
No, like which liquor store?
Yeah, it was bad.
Which store?
God, I don't even remember. Probably drunk when I was buying it.
There's only a couple of people like this.
Yeah. Oh, it was World Beverage, Loveland.
Yeah, I stopped there on my way home.
Yeah. You living in Loveland now?
On my way home from Longmont where I work.
You work in Longmont?
Yeah.
You drive a C30?
Yeah.
You work at Edwards still, or?
Yeah, my route is all over.
Really?
Every grocery store in Longmont.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
It's a bit of a drive, but not bad.
Oh,
30 miles.
Yeah, it's not like
That
it's
ain't too
crazy.
bad.
It's it's far enough away. When I was still a trainee, hopping around all over the place. When I was working at Fort Collins, I constantly run into people, particularly from Edwards, that want to stop me and talk. And it's such a pain in the ass.
yeah, down there a little more anonymous.
I still occasionally run into weirdly enough, one of my customers who left his job right after I did ended up working for FedEx and has the same
She
fucking
asked
route
me to
that I
buy
do.
food.
We had pizza New Year's Eve. She was so excited because they were out playing in the snow at a friend's house. The pizza showed up. So she just came home to like pizza and sushi on the table and lost her freaking mind. Just started screaming pizza. She likes pizza.
Sushi pizza?
No, it was sushi and pizza.
That's both
like
weird.
Sushi too, though.
It's a weird combo.
No, you're weird.
I mean, I like both of them. It's just weird to have it at the same time.
No.
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 Yeah. I mean, I do some weird combos, but that's not me.
Sushi and pizza. I don't know balls team here. That's a little.
They're about as opposite as you can get.
Yeah, that's a little out there.
Processed and greasy,
I
right
can-
fresh.
I can see how it'd be good together. Like I understand the concept.
It's
but
just
that
weird.
is a weird
I can't
choice.
eat. I don't really like sushi, and I can't eat pizza anymore.
Now, a
so.
sushi pizza, though. I could see this happening.
That sounds disgusting.
I did think while I was sitting there eating, I did
It
think
was like
about
pizza
making
anchovies. They make
like
it.
pizza, but preparing it like sushi. Like have all the ingredients rolled up in just like a little thing of dough instead of. So I just have pizza
So, like-
prepared like sushi,
A pizza roll?
but edible. But like prepared like sushi, you jackass, not a fucking hot pocket.
Oh, sushi hot pocket?
There we go. Now we're on something here.
That sounds absolutely disgusting.
No, they have that.
It's
It's
not
just
that
deep
far
fried
off from-
sushi. That's pretty much a sushi hot pocket.
Well, and there's fucking sushi places that do the sushi burritos, which I think is fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, we ordered sushi today. I saw that on the fucking.
It's
menu.
dumb.
I've had.
You're not
I've
gonna be
had
able
it
to-
once, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not. I mean, come
It's
on.
not like
You're just
it's not the
mishmashing
same.
everything together. You're not gonna
Yeah.
be able
I
to
just got this text message 40 minutes late. Sarah is on her way too, so.
No, we got sushi from that Sushi Jua or whatever in Loveland. Jua?
That's one
What?
of
It's on 29th. Yeah. We've ordered there like 3 times. Been impressed every time.
Really good.
So it was not too terribly long ago, like within a year or two.
Yeah.
It was a different sushi place.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
What was
And-
sushi zenzai or something?
Yeah.
Oh, Zenzai. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the
Yeah.
last time that I went there, it was not very good, and I got pretty
Man,
sick.
we've ordered from.
So I kind of, it's just the instinct
Right,
for me.
right.
It's in the same place.
But
You
like
know, it's different,
the new ownership or whatever,
Yeah.
like
a lot better.
man, like yeah, it's been good every time.
That's good.
And I ordered something spicy and it was actually fucking spicy.
That's rare for Asian food.
I know. I was like, fuck yeah, this is amazing. Yeah.
There's a place called Beijing Noodle right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I just texted her back and she's here now.
Beijing noodles. Have you eaten there? It's like
No, I haven't
it's
yet.
authentic Chinese food. It's
Really?
not American Chinese food, and it's legit.
Ooh. I'm interested.
Makes a lot of nice for a very small person.
Yep, very small person.
Ahoy!
Well, she's always been that. Very,
Hello!
Hello.
Anyone who walks in here with cowboy boots, you hear him come a mile away, don't you?
You bet your ass you do!
well, we knew when you were coming in, it was way louder than that was. I know that's Wingay.
Yeah, I'm like.
They thought I was food at first.
I thought it was food. My first walked in?
No, they thought when I walked in, food first.
You were food.
Because he ordered McDonald's and I showed up before the McDonald's showed up, so.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe Travis did, but I didn't even know you had to order.
We thought you were. Two of us thought you were Wingate.
Yeah.
Dash.
Duh.
Just go get it.
Whatever.
Not when you're already where you're at. You
What kind of boots do you have?
Huh?
What kind of boots you kicking?
Oh, these are Aerates.
Oh, yeah. Same seas. Same seas. Mine are
Nice
little-
square toe you got there.
Yep.
Narrow toe with square toe. Like it.
Boots.
I was like, I don't really get the situation.
I figured I'd translate and roll my eyes a little, but I knew
Yeah,
yes.
translate for the boots.
You got it.
I'm like, Paul might be a little more versed. Like, it's on tennis shoes, I got you, but like, not boots. I got nothing. I ride horses and fucking tennis shoes.
Paul is
so.
like the Italian cowboy boot. Like it's not really a cowboy boot.
What are you
but
wearing
it's-
right now? These are pretty
Those
ridiculous.
are the shoes. I actually not wearing boots for once. My wingtips. Your tiny ass feet.
God damn.
Yeah, but you also gotta remember Paul's foot's like this wide.
Also, Paul is like two of you. Like,
Also true.
All of the truth.
Also, I do primarily have like Italian and Spanish boots, but I do have a pair of
That's
cowboy
so
boots
cool.
that was made in Nicaragua when I was down there.
oh wow, nice.
That was sweet. Well, specifically the
Are they the ones that like come?
I
like,
love
big
that
or,
about
like-
you.
They're not. So I actually, they had basically it was either that or like fucking square, and I asked them if they could do it in between since they were doing them custom anyway, and they did. So it comes out to near to like there and then squares off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
just traced my
combination.
foot, and then they gave it
Someone's
to the
goals
cigar
are ready.
company I was visiting,
Alright, I gotta make a bowl.
and then they threw one of their shipping containers and shipped it to me at my store.
Along
Wow.
with your cocaine.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
specifically. Hi, I stole it.
Hello.
Hello. I was like, I know someone's missing. The seat's too warm.
No, so apparently that was Dorothy talking into our little remote.
What?
Oh, talking.
Oh.
Yes.
All
That
that.
was
Yeah.
actually Dorothy.
That's actually her talking into the Apple TV remote.
That's
Kind of
Oh,
awesome.
that was
Yeah.
cool.
Dorothy?
So,
My
yeah,
daughter, yeah.
your
That is such
kid
a
is
baller
on.
name, dude.
It is.
That is so cool.
I like it.
Names like Dorothy and Gertrude and like stuff like that, like all those like old schools, like super old school names. I love that shit. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Neither of us are a big fan of the new school names that people are
You
picking.
didn't want a Mason or a Jason with a Y-N? You didn't want any of
Those
that?
spelling,
Jeez.
spelling stuff
Yeah.
dumb. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're right.
It's funny.
Screw that.
A lot of a lot of the time when we tell people like her name is Dorothy, like, I guess it's only happened twice, but it's just been kind of funny. One was at the hospital when we were there, like having her. Like, do you guys know her name yet? Like whatever. Like, yeah, it's Dorothy, and she writes up on the board Dorthy, which I just picture some super back road country like just Dorothy. So no, there's another O there. It's Dorothy, but Dorothy. And then another.
Oh, we had an interesting conversation
I can't remember
that
where
ties
else it
into that. The, like super southern twang accent. So combining accents is an interesting concept.
Yes.
So, what would a Chinese person speaking English with a southern accent sound like?
We're trying to figure that one out.
That's a mind twister.
I bet you I met them.
The southern accent kind of trumps all though.
But what if like you're a Chinese person, you move to the south, like Atlanta or something?
Yeah, like you're like.
And you're learning
I know
learning
this.
English as a Chinese person in the deep south.
I still think,
know
well,
this.
if you're learning
You're
English,
you're
though,
gonna
you're gonna pick up the accent of who you're learning from.
yeah.
Yeah, but
But you're broken
the Chinese
Chinese.
stuff's gonna be on there too.
Maybe.
That's a weird.
Depends on how fluent you're getting, but if you
I don't know if
So,
the
like, my
I don't know
dad-
if the southern drawl can trump that hard Asian broken
So-
Well,
English.
what if they
It
mix?
doesn't.
Yeah.
If they mixed though, that would be so weird. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to some liquor stores when I'm down there and figure it out.
That's the Trump offer you in liquor stores.
I mean, having been working in the liquor industry for a while, that is a stereotype for a reason.
It's true.
It's true. It's like 95%
I
of the
get it.
stores are owned by Asians.
I don't
What
know.
was Harmony in college there? Happy Time or whatever they call it. G, the guy that runs it.
Oh,
like beer.
God, that place is still there.
I actually have a couple Coors Lights left.
Oh, you do? Convenient. Thank you.
You don't like twisted
Thank
tea?
you. Isn't that okay? Is that all the rage because of the dude that smashed his teeth? Okay, I was like, because I saw the video, but then I saw all these videos about twisted tea. I was like, was it a twisted tea? Fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah, like there's a lot of Call of Duty ones right now where guys are going around like photoshopping, like instead of a grenade, they're throwing twisted teas around.
Oh my god, I love that.
Because like in hardcore mode right now, it's really fun. You can kill your friends with like grenades that you throw.
Oh,
Like even just the impact from the grenade will kill them. So it's just people throwing twisted teas at people.
Oh god, I love
Yeah, I
that.
wish we weren't out of twisted tea right now.
I mean, there's some over there.
Huh?
Not for him
No,
to sell.
the company.
Oh yeah.
Paul's got the thirst.
I just want to see how quickly it would sell right now.
Oh right,
It's kind of crazy how like one of those like random ass things will like fucking set it up.
like cranberry juice. Like
Right, yeah, we were talking about
I'm
that.
talking about that,
We
You
have
should do like a special, sell like a giant case of twisted tea that comes with a holster.
a utility belt, like Spider-Man. It's not
It's
red.
got like the-
Frosted
Twisted
rub
tea.
and tell
It's got like the shotgun shell chest, like chest strap.
You
It's
get
got
a
all the-
bazooka that only does twisted teas. Like Nerf gun needs to come up
No,
with special edition.
Someone did do
I might order.
Someone did a video
Buy
of
the
that where they
canned
were.
ones. I might buy one right now.
Fuck off.
My dad's retired. He does custom leather work. You want a bandolero for twisted tea on it?
I saw a funny video where they were doing like a American Sniper parody, but it was like a T-shirt gun that he was shooting twisted teas out of.
That
I'm
was
like,
so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, looking at you just now, I realized and just got mad at myself. So I don't know if I hope that didn't
Fuck
come
it.
through in my facial. No, I just got mad at myself. And you didn't do anything, but I was hoping that it didn't like I was looking at you when I said a sudden realization of my fuck upness real quick. And so I didn't want that, like when I was looking at you just now and you were telling that story, I felt myself realize this as you were in the middle of your conversation. I was hoping my facial expression didn't read like, oh fuck, like, because that, I realized I didn't bring the ginger snap cookies. I didn't bring my cookies in the middle of you talking. And I was like,
so if you led with that at the beginning of this,
I
the rest of
know.
that would make a lot more sense.
I know, I was like, well, because I was looking at him and then I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
'cause all I
god,
heard is
your
like,
face looks like.
I'm looking at you and you're a fuck up and like I
Oh
don't
my
know
god.
what it's like.
No, no.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. I realized my fuck up in the middle of listening to him, and I was like listening to his story, and then I felt my face change in the middle of his story, and I was like talking shit to myself.
It sounds like your
Looking
brain
at
is currently stuck in like a stutter.
My brain is stuck on a stutter. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna just drink this for a second.
By the way, the reason why I like those fucking cookies are fucking disgustingly good. Like they're so fucking good. Like I was like,
Did you make them?
I did make
yeah,
it.
there was shit some like.
And I
last week.
made another 100 cookies.
Oh, Vicky, I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm going to tell you.
I'm signing for a half marathon this
Oh my
week.
gosh.
So
Well, and I'm sad
So I can
because
try.
I was looking at you and I was like,
See,
I was
Dickie,
like,
no,
oh my
it's
gosh,
been
I was gonna
it's
bring
been
you
9
guys.
months
I was
of
gonna
working
bring
from
you guys
home
a
and not
Christmas
bringing my
card
bike to work.
and some cookies.
Dickie's got
So that you can take back to Michaela and oh my god, I was gonna write a little note and all that stuff. I had it all planned out and I totally gave my dog a bath and forgot. And then I realized I was like, you fuck up, like in the middle of listening to your story. I'm all like yelling at myself because I forgot to bring cookies.
Sorry.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
My face reminds me of how
Yeah,
fucked
I
up
know
they
that you
are.
forgot.
like when most women talk, we only catch snippets of it. So you said something about you giving your dog a bath and you forgot? Did you drown or
She
like?
was gonna bring twisted tea, or she was gonna bring twisted Look what you did.
All of it.
Jesus Christ.
She forgot her ginger snap cookies.
Twisted tea.
All right, we forgot ginger snap cookies. You're a fuck up, and the dog drowned.
The dog is fine.
That's about it.
Fine. I was in the middle. I forgot. I got distracted giving my dog a bath and was like, okay, don't forget the cookies. Don't forget the cookies. And then I was
Is
like,
it sanitary to bake while you're giving your dog a bath?
Wait, are the cookies also in the bath?
I have the toaster oven in the bath with my
There
dog.
are just soggy cookies in the
Apron.
bag, and your dog's just sitting in the oven
He's
just waiting.
chilling. These are all facts. This is all factual information.
Big ass toaster oven for that dog.
And you got
Oh, yeah.
Big ass fucking dog.
That is the big dog.
He's a big old lump of meat.
So beefy.
and simply looking at my face reminded you of all of that.
Looking at your face
Your
reminded
face
me of
brings
your
out all the
beautiful,
fuck-ups
sweet
in people.
family and the fact that I forgot the card and cookies that you guys were going to enjoy.
There's
And
the first sentence.
that's what I fucked up.
There's the intro.
That's
of the
the
conversation.
intro.
We got
I
to
can
it.
tell a story,
We got to
okay? You don't always
can't
lead
tell a
with
story.
the first.
No, but you don't leave with 3 different stories.
This is the butterfly effect.
Interesting case study here. Like, this is how much men and women actually listen to each other.
I think the summary here is that looking at Travis's face reminds everybody of their fuck up.
And drowning dogs.
No, I was thinking of your cute family and I forgot to bring you guys cookies. That's what I fucked up.
That's quite a compliment. Your face reminds me of a drowning dog. Yeah, fuck it.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Fuck you, Wingate!
So that's what I have a lot of friends that look
Now
at
what
me
else
and
is
Like me to be more of an asshole than I really am.
What else has changed?
Nothing.
Paul's been hammering on Travis since he got here.
Well, I smelled weakness when I terrified him by walking into the
I
building.
smell his weakness. You're a
literally-
tall, lurking shadow in the fucking dark.
Oh my
I
god,
scared the
imagine me
shit out
coming
of him.
around the corner and he's on one end of the hookah bar and he's at the other door of the hookah bar, towering over
Like,
you.
we were walking Alyssa's stuff up, and like
Oh my
no
God.
lights were on upstairs, and he's standing in like right as you get out of the
I
kitchen.
can walk through.
It's pitch
Hello.
fucking black though. You can't see shit, and he's dressed in dark colors. I didn't see him like 3 feet away. I just saw the silhouette of a tall motherfucker. And then I yelled, and I yelled at Scotty when it was him.
I mean, look at the guy. He's a World War I German supervillain. Like,
I didn't feel dastardly enough, so I had to bring the mustache back a little bit.
Good, good.
oh, the Red Baron's here. Great.
No, right
That's my
now you
fucking
remind me of Doc, the character.
Doc
Yes.
Holliday.
Yep.
And
Yep.
not a character.
I'll be your
really.
Huckleberry.
You know what he
Yeah.
reminds me of?
Yes.
The current Colonel Sanders.
There's like 10 of them.
Like they
No.
have like exactly the same shit right now. If it was white, you could just play him as Halloween all day.
That's
every
actually a
day.
good idea.
You also
Oh,
like
we should all go as
in the
fast
new
food
Sonic.
people.
where Jim
Oh my
Carrey
gosh,
plays,
I'll be Wendy.
Dr.
Yeah,
Robotnik.
Wendy.
That's about all you got.
That's all I got.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What are you gonna be?
The Chuck E. Cheese mouse.
Oh, good God.
Guitar.
Kind of
Yeah.
creepy, robotic a little bit.
I thought it was gonna be like
Accurate.
Jim Carrey plays Dr.
Yeah,
Robotnik.
Very.
exactly that.
And he looks
Gray looks good on
like
you.
cynic mustache.
Yeah.
He slicked back.
Great fur.
It's kinda funny.
It's all like fucking like frizzy and bullshit. This is my body. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm in love with my body.
Oh my god.
We got to start laughing and it's way hotter in here. That's why like, I had to open the window. Like I'm like sweating my ass off over
My
here.
X Games security guard buddy. I'm ready for him.
Yeah, that may show you now.
You're not gonna
It's
do
on the mustache
anything.
wax and the whole
I know.
Like, you're
That's the
like,
idea. They're gonna
like,
pay
that
me to
guy's too
stand
drunk.
there. They're gonna pay me to stand there.
Are you gonna have fun? What are you doing?
I'm doing nothing right now. I quit my job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right on.
Yeah, I got sick of my job. Bitcoin went through the roof, and I'm like, fucking, I'm out of here.
Okay.
That's about it. So I'm just living right now.
Oh,
Past
right.
3 weeks.
Nice. Thank you
So I
very
don't know. I
much.
might go up there. It's like 3 weeks long. Works with
Woo.
security.
Whoa.
Woo-hoo.
We're gonna
Bitcoin. But yeah,
got
we'll,
smooth floors.
we'll see. I don't know. I don't really at this point. There's a vitamin company just down the street from Walmart there. The one between Love and Fort Collins that's looking for a.
Yeah, 10:08.
Is that them? Do you know them?
That's,
No,
that's
oh.
the store number of the Walmart.
Oh. They're across the street.
Lots of useless
You
information
might
I have
know.
for my
You
job.
might, you might actually know.
I've seen the building.
They're across the street from Spring 44.
Yeah, I've seen the building.
Yeah, the robotics guy Mike is in there. Like, yeah. So I don't know. They're looking for a shipping receiving manager, basically one guy to do it all. So I don't know.
You like overworking yourself, it's fine.
Oh yeah. Not right now. I'm enjoying the fuck out of myself right now. It's goddamn great.
Good. By the bottle of the second, that's all. That's a man enjoying himself right
This
there.
is great.
Before I forget, Sarah, if you're still here, Fahad's supposed to call us.
Fahad?
Fahad.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's supposed to call us.
I'm so
Yes, sir.
excited.
So hopefully it's early enough that you guys are still here. We
Yeah.
have a 10-hour time difference.
Okay.
Fucking Fahad.
Well,
What the fuck?
Pax is at home, and I took him over to my parents' house last night. I had a sleepover at my parents' house with my niece for New Year's. It was
Nice.
awesome. I wore myself out. I played too hard. And so did my dog. He played too hard. So he's napping. He's so tired.
Nice.
So hopefully, like, I don't feel as bad like him just chilling.
Cool.
Is Yazid still alive?
I haven't heard from Yazid since like 2013 or 14.
God.
That guy was crazy.
Yup.
I'll never forget that night. I walked into the back of the hookah
I sent a
bar.
message to fucking Ali also, but it was pretty late their time.
I walk into the back of the hookah bar, and Yazid is standing there, just like Paul style in the doorway.
It's called a lurch move.
It's called lurching. Thank you very much.
Deutschland zombie over there. I walk in the back of the hookah bar, and he's standing there, and I was like, "Dude, I called you," and he's like, "Sorry, I was throwing up in the street." I was like, "Jesus Christ, Yazid."
Yazid was a crazy fuck, dude.
Wait, is he Russian?
No.
Or did it just come out like that?
He was Kuwaiti, I believe.
Yeah, he was Kuwaiti.
He was the only non-fat Kuwaiti.
Muslim.
I have a joke for Saudis that they love.
See the trick with my grandma.
Kuwaitis and Saudis are the same people, but Kuwaitis are fatter, and Saudis will die laughing. Like every one of them, they die laughing just because like Kuwaitis have like all that like all their country has like, all the oil money, so they don't do shit. They actually distribute it out to the people, so that nobody works. Nobody does anything.
literally, people over there.
They like hire people from like Nepal and shit to make their food. They don't do anything. So like they have all this like oil money that they distribute out, so nobody does anything. So it's kind of like Americans, like you get fat. So like, but Saudis love that joke. And if you meet any Saudis, tell them that joke, and they will fucking die laughing. I swear to God. It's not funny to us because we're
All right,
fat
Vicky,
too.
maybe we'll go around the room here. What's your favorite joke?
My favorite joke.
What's your favorite joke?
Oh my gosh, are we saying?
Like a joke you can tell, not like The Machine or some shit. Like, what's your favorite joke? I like a simple one.
I
That's
really.
really hard.
Yeah, that's
actually.
a hard stuff. You go first.
Gilbert Godfrey had a joke that is my favorite joke of all time.
Well, he's just a joke artist.
He is. But he had my favorite joke. So, like, you remember, like, 9/11 happened, right? Everybody's going,
Wait,
oh.
what?
Well, that's the point. That's the point. Bear with me. So, like, 9/11 happened, like, for our generation, you remember where you were. You found out.
Remember when?
Right. Alan
Yeah,
Jackson.
I was in first grade. I have no idea where
I
I
want
was.
a song that could not stay
How old are you?
anywhere.
He's a baby.
I'm 26, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway. So, like, for our parents' generation, it was Kennedy. You remember where you were when you found out.
For many of them, yeah.
And Gilbert Godfrey tells this joke. He goes, so I'm at a party. I run into Jackie. And I ask her, do you remember where you were?
It's so dumb.
But it's so fucked up.
It's so
She's fucking picking his brains up off the back of that fucking Chrysler or whatever. Like, oh my god. That was
It's a fucked up joke. You would like that joke.
Yes, I would.
That sounds like the way you had it immediately, so that means you think about it too often. For one, because like I don't know like a joke situation. We're always joking around doing like talking dumb bullshit. So like I don't.
You don't
know.
just have
I
like,
think some of my favorite jokes
It's
are
like
like,
if-
stories that we have.
well, or like
like
if someone asks you
like
to tell me a
you.
joke.
Like-
I don't question, to be honest, which is weird.
Tell you a
because,
joke.
Yeah, right.
Because I have all the jokes for everything.
Well,
It's
one-liners
a
are
story.
fun.
It's a story.
I mean, the problem is my
They're all
fucking name is a
funky.
goddamn joke.
Why did
So,
Paul?
like-
why did Paul cross the road?
Clearly to invade Poland.
Well, aside from that,
Yeah.
his dick was stuck in the chicken.
Oh my god.
I fucking
I
hate
just
you.
would like to.
And I'm laughing at this dumb bullshit.
It's dumb, but it's fun.
It's also you say it so like fucking like nonchalantly too. You've always been good at that actually
Yes.
too. Like your sarcasm has always like been solid, but like your nonchalantness of like
Fucked up
fucking
shit?
fucked
Yeah.
up, yeah.
I also. would
Yeah,
like to point
yeah, I
out,
do
though,
have that going
Captain
for me.
Carnage doesn't know what kind of limo Kennedy was in.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
all
You,
about
you didn't know what the limo he was
Love
in.
it.
Car knowledge,
Only
man.
you can
What'd I
keep
do?
up with
I
him.
was just saying, it's funny that Mr. Car Knowledge over here doesn't know what makes the limo that Kennedy died in was.
No, you
Oh.
challenge him. He can't keep up with you.
Some sort of convertible.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Well, clearly, otherwise,
No,
yeah.
don't tell him what you know.
It's just rolling around in a fucking
Was it a
armored car.
Chrysler or was it
It was a
a...
Lincoln
Oh, it was a Continental?
variant, yeah. I suppose custom made.
Or whatever the fuck they called it back then. Yeah.
They were so continental.
It's like the SXX something or other. It was some one-off thing for the president.
Wasn't that a snowboarding video game?
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, SSX Tricky.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Well, Tricky was the
Yeah.
second one. The first one was the non
Tricky was the best one.
Tricky was the best one.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember,
Everything's a song.
I liked
Everything's a
1080 as
song.
well on N64. That was fun.
That's
Tricky
before his time.
Oh, well, yeah.
played it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's so funny, like...
Like, I'm young,
do you
but
guys
I know a lot
remember-
of the stuff that you guys talk about. I'm not
Okay,
like-
did you
Well,
guys
like,
get an
it's all-
N64 for Christmas?
Oh yeah.
That's when. Okay, so
I bought
what?
my own with my paper route.
You did? Oh my gosh, that Christmas when we got that N64, like we
Well,
had
and
to.
then,
Brody,
like-
it was our Christmas present, but it was mainly my brother's, and we had to wait until he came over from his mom, so we didn't even get to open it yet. So we were waiting for Brody so that we could open the Christmas presents. Then he opens it, and then we couldn't even get to play with it unless he was home. It was so stupid. It was so stupid, but it was like the greatest thing. We were like,
The
we got
game
it anymore.
changer. What got me into video games, the game changer, was Perfect Dark
Good game.
with the Turbo Pack.
You had to.
You had to.
You had to. Otherwise, you couldn't play the
That
16
game was
player mod
useless
game.
without Turbo Pack.
Me and Eric got into gaming really early. Eric was like my parents bought us an NES in 1989.
Travis,
Yeah.
question.
So I've been
How
playing
much
games.
RAM does your computer have right now?
I can't remember.
Jackie, what do you got?
This computer, my computer,
Yeah.
my computer's got 64 gigs of RAM.
Okay.
I just built this bitch.
You know that those Turbo Packs have like 4.
4 megs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a supplement to what was already.
It was
in
an
there.
extra $60 on top of the N64.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So I once did this experiment where I was I was refurbishing an old HP kayak.
Just for fucks.
To play Doom 95 and shit like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because that's what got me.
Yeah.
Because I was never allowed to have consoles growing up. I got my
Yeah.
computer. And
His parents were
there
for
was
HP. They had to have that.
Pentium 2s were the ones with the vertical
That's the
slot,
slot, yeah.
Yeah.
Pentium 2 was the slot. Yeah.
So I had a
No.
whole bunch of components.
Pentium 3.
That was 3, okay.
No, Pentium 2 was slot, 3 was socket. 3 was
They,
for socket.
they actually had both. You're right, actually.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Pentium
which
2s were
one
sockets. You could have either one. They also had LGA pins.
I went to DeVry for 3 months.
it was. What it,
That doesn't matter. I was in right for like 2.5 years. Who gives a fuck?
regardless, the RAM slot and the CPU slot were the same slot on the motherboard.
Wow.
I was fucking around with this. I had a spare CPU and I plugged it into the RAM slot just to see what would happen. And it functioned.
The instructions would handle that?
The funny part is you would open Doom and the movements were like, I don't know, 50 times the speed.
Really?
It was just completely uncontrollable. But it worked. But it fucking worked.
That's weird.
Wow. That's so cool.
God, all the random ass knowledge that's in art. This collective group of random brains, like it's just gotta be, like especially like I know like you and me are like pretty similar on shit. Like me and Travis, Paul's pretty similar too. Like, but then you throw in like all like the weird shit like Sarah knows and Eric's fucking wacko brain. And me, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Right, man.
That's so funny.
Eric's like, I have fucking no idea.
I probably know a shit ton of things about Legend of Zelda more than or even just random magic cards.
You were talking about that last week too.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the gallery?
Yeah. I know a lot of shit because I especially about the Gathering. I look at trying to make all these Frankie weird decks.
Frankie?
You need to put together the most
Magic
amazing Tinder account ever created.
Oh, let me help. There should be a group effort.
Dude, we need to
Facts.
get Eric the
I
most
can help.
incredible Tinder account
So
ever made.
a couple years ago, I made I took a picture of Eric. And he had his like world's okayest brother shirt on,
Yes.
and it was all dirty as shit. And
Give me
I
a
made like
tea.
a wanted like girlfriend like poster and like posted online.
It's like when someone made you a Facebook account.
We had our anniversary, our
Me and Sarah
friendversary not too long ago. We were just talking about
fairly
this
often about how she didn't know my name
until you did that.
until you made
Me
it
and Lopo.
I
Yeah.
know.
like that. She didn't know my actual name until you made that.
She didn't know my name either.
Yeah.
It's all your fault. No, but it's kind of endearing because that's when Dick realized that I really love him because I was so fucking mad that I didn't know his name. I was so mad.
Oh man.
Oh
we
my
went
gosh,
on-
I was
me and
so
Lopo,
fucking mad.
We went on a fucking spree that night. We created that Facebook account to our friend and fucking.
I had like
Everybody.
700 friends when I finally got control of it. I was all, and like there's like people I went to high school with and shit. And I was all, because you like knew them. So I was like, how the fuck? And I was like, oh, it's Wingate.
Oh, it's Wingate.
So they make them this account, and I didn't know that his name wasn't Dick. But this whole time, mind you, I was working at the hookah bar. I should have been checking his ID. But I wasn't. He was the regular. Like all y'all, like I didn't know nothing. That's why I also the first 3 months I knew Paul. I didn't know his name was Paul. I called him Ben, and these guys just rolled with
My
it.
name was just
She
Wingate.
would call
Roll
him
with
back
it.
to his face and he wouldn't even fucking.
Didn't even
Kinda
flinch.
roll- yeah,
Just
but-
rolled with it until one day he was like, "My name is actually Paul," and I was like,
Huh?
I was like, "Damn, okay." And then I was so mad. I was so mad.
You were so mad. I remember when
I
like,
was upset.
I walked
Like
in
and
the
like
yard.
genuinely upset. Like we're not even friends enough that I can
Yeah.
name.
Because I walked in the yard.
It was
and I don't
endearing.
think
It was
I
sweet.
don't know. Like I
It was
don't know.
righteous
Like,
anger.
at this point, I didn't even realize that like he had made it. I think it was like when it was like you and somebody else like texted.
It took you a week or two before you figured it
Yeah,
out.
it was like when you got like friend requests like that kind of shit when you
Yeah.
and you were sitting in the front of the NARG behind the stand like doing whatever, and I walk in like I was like hi, I was like gonna give you a hug, and it was like, and then you like went the fuck off. Like, it was,
I would do this.
Who the fuck is Nicholas Ennis?
I would do this.
it
Oh,
was
yeah.
pretty much that way. Like you didn't tell me you're fucking like she went the fuck off, and it was all. You didn't know?
And like little me, like
Yeah,
mad.
you would have been like 19 or 20 at that point in time.
I was 18.
Well, because it was after a while. Like,
Okay, then I was 19.
17.
So yeah, it was
Yeah.
probably like again about a year into like because it would have been. When did you start there?
January of 10.
Okay, so it would have been about
God, you
9.
remember shit like that?
It would have been
Yeah.
about
I gotta stop
10, 11
drinking.
months because he did it at the end of October.
Okay.
So it would have been like right after. So it would have been right after your 19th birthday actually. That he would have like started that shit. So that then this
Right,
year, we would
right.
be 19, like fucking like, bruh, just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and I'm like, you didn't know my name.
Oh my gosh.
You requested me on Facebook. And you're like, what?
I have a Facebook?
Wingate did it the right way. When Ponce and whoever it was
Oh,
made me a Facebook and they told me about it, I gave them a titty twister until they gave me the password and deleted it within 24
Well,
hours.
so, they didn't tell me. I found like a week later, and then I was like, I didn't really give a shit. I was like, just do whatever. And then it wasn't until like about a month and a half later that I actually got like the password for it.
Yeah, we waited.
Yeah. I remember like towards the end of the month, you're starting to be like a little annoyed. You're like, they're posting all this shit. It's supposed to be for me.
Oh, we were posting everything. I haven't discovered porn bloopers yet.
Remember There was one time when we lived together, you stole my laptop and like was like,
God, we lived together. I'm sorry. I'll just apologize. I'm sorry.
yeah, there was a lot there. The one time he jacked my laptop and he like wrote out some like I'm gay, like they're telling everybody or whatever. And then I just fucking I fucking ran with it. I was like whatever. I just was like
Yeah,
so
you just went with it.
there was like 200. There's like two. I it's still up if you want.
It was like a giant
There was
gay
like
manifesto.
yeah, there was like
Look
300
at
messages on this bitch.
you.
Get 'em off
And
my
like
Monday.
people like months later were like,
Who was it? Was it Evan? That I was like, I'm so
Where
in
are
love
those
with Evan.
no, you didn't put like
Where
that.
did
You
you
just
wear
said I
them
was gay.
Oh yeah.
But then I just like ran with it. People were like fucking like flipping shit. And I was
Ooh,
like,
okay.
it's a fucking joke.
You
Like,
could double
the one
up on
girl that
it.
worked at the Dark at the time, she
Doing
was
it.
gay, and she like messaged like.
Who was that?
They told you you
the
could
one
double
I don't
up?
like. I didn't like her anyways. Not Kristen. Kristen's awesome.
Yeah.
I should put that
I'm trying to explain her name, like the way she
in.
looks.
Good luck.
God, I remember her. I
Yeah.
just can't
That's
fucking
all right.
think
But
of
you,
her name.
let me
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, not.
You can even go from that one.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
She was like friends with the
Double
fucking kid
hook
that I yelled at for like knocking my bike over and fucking it up.
Yeah.
It's not like no, it's not as
She's
effective.
kind of like gross.
Bullshit.
That's all I can say about her.
Mhm.
I didn't like her anyways. But she like
When you're
messaged me. She's
settling,
like, "Are you gay?"
and you're
I was
wearing the
all,
settling.
no, you fucking idiot. Like, and it wasn't like I think it was like several months later. I was like out at Tony's and like I saw like Kate's sister and she was all. I was like talking about something and she was like, oh like yeah like, I get like I understand like like your people's problems and all.
My people?
Yeah, I was like,
White people?
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, wait, are you gay? I was like, and I had like totally forgot about the situation. I was like, what the fuck are you talking
Yes,
about?
the joke comes back. Yes.
And it was just so funny because I just ran with it. I don't give a fuck. It's like when Charlie stole my shit and put all the David Hasselhoff pictures up.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll make my life is kind of a joke, so that's fine.
Should be.
Is that a cry for help?
No.
Is that a cry for help?
No, he'd be an otter too.
Dickie? No. Dickie be a bear.
You'd be a bear?
Yeah, Dickie's
Oh,
a bear.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm an otter,
He's a bear.
for sure.
Yeah,
I see
he's
more of a
definitely an otter.
badger.
What's a badger?
You
My
don't know
dog.
No, like
Gay terms.
I know it's gay, but like, just an animal general.
What tribe are you from?
No, we actually looked this up last night.
Dude.
We were trying to decide what kind of gay person I'd be. So, like, what
You've been
tribe-
talking about this shit for like 6 months. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude, I'm obsessed
He's-
with I'm gonna convert at some point. And you're gonna need some surgery.
I don't think they need surgery. They have toys and attachments and things for that. Wingate.
Use your stimulus check.
Your stimmy check. Did you hear? Use your stimmy.
It's a stimmy check.
Hashtag stimmy.
Maybe a beard. I don't know about.
Yeah, I guess I'm an otter.
No, just do this. Just do this. Just do this.
Jesus.
Not enough of that.
Ah, that's good looking.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a joke for a long time that Travis is gay but hasn't come out yet, and it's even worse now that he's got a wife and kid. About you being gay.
Oh, that was funny.
I did it for so long. In front of people too, and they're like, and he's like, oh yeah, I like straight up.
Wait, you're gay? I don't know yet.
We're unsure of this
I'm
test.
still confused.
We had that joke going for like heavy for like a while.
It was funny.
We're like, even we were kind of confused.
Wait, am I really gay now? What have we been doing? I remember when I first met Teddy, I was on the fence.
I have a story with that one too, actually.
Okay, dapper young man.
There was a guy that worked at TI before I started working there. His name's Casey. He's still around.
Oh, God.
He's fooled around with Christopher Dubs
Yeah.
a few times. But he's like the gayest, straightest man. He's like super like aggro, but like super gay at the same time. It's really weird.
Twunk.
Or twunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twunk.
Yeah, so like he's like super like we're all like
We're educating.
It's an actual term.
I'm new.
So yeah, but he's like super.
I'm new.
He's like super gay, but like also like super like he'd be like busy kind of situation. He's
Okay.
one of those big people, and he's odd as a person just in general anyways. He's super cool. I do like him. But he was fucking convinced when he met Teddy for like...
Oh, God. I forgot
yeah,
about
yeah. For like probably 8-9 months. Like, he's like, Teddy is for sure gay without question. Like, and we're like, no. He's definitely not. Oh, Teddy definitely is.
Oh, he's metro for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, like, it was bad enough. Like, Teddy was getting fucking like free drinks from him and shit. Like, you all right?
But you don't fucking blue, really.
Yeah, no idea.
So, no way. That's so
Yeah, he. The last I saw of him, he hasn't. Once I finally told him I was gonna stop helping him work on his car, but the last time I saw him, he was working at fucking Elliot's.
Alright.
And I'd go in there. I got like when I lived over at fucking like by New Belgium, I'll walk by there all drunk from the Aggie or whatever, and he'd give me so I'd go home like not remember shit for like the next day because I was just so hammered. He just fucking and that was the same when I was at TI too. Just get fucking wasted over there.
Yeah, it's
I don't
TI.
know what you're talking about. Because I don't remember.
I still love that picture of you holding my cake, Paul.
Oh, God.
On your birthday. In your Mountain Dew shirt.
That's correct. That is correct.
Wingate hates that I remember his birthday.
Yes, I do.
Because Wingate hates his birthdays, but
It's what
every time we come
May?
hang out,
What?
No,
Oh, I thought it was
it's
May.
January 1st.
he's a liar.
I know.
It's May 29th, right?
No.
I you're looking shocked that I remember what month it was. I was like, it's May,
Yep,
right?
I
You
know
were
the
like,
fucking date.
no.
1986. Like I got the whole deal.
May 29th, 3:15 a.m.
Oh.
Did you know that?
4 pounds,
Yeah.
1 ounce.
I've heard this
Whoa.
story 35
He's
times. Every time it's on this
little.
fucking date, I get it. But he hates that I fucking know it.
I
That
do,
makes people call him on his
Well, it's
birthday.
surprising that he's, a big guy for being a preemie. Because if you think about it, a lot of people who are from the
That's fair. I mean, my little sister is, she's not like big, but she's like, she's like 5'8", 5'9". She was born, I think, like,
What?
yeah, she's 18. She
Oh,
turned 18.
yeah, you told me that, which was weird enough. I didn't know she
She's
was
not
5'9".
17 anymore.
You're not 25 anymore.
But yeah, no,
How old
she's,
was last time I saw her?
she was, like many weeks, like half term.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
same here. Yeah, I was in a bubble for 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
That
actually like
explains a
was good like right out of it. Like there was probably like about like I think like
Well,
13 weeks she was
they-
like a problem, but like she was out of the hospital within like 8, I think.
They thought I was gonna die. So like, and
It's amazing that you're
it's
fucking such a
crazy.
crazy person now, but
Well, yeah. I mean, what do I gotta live for? Fucking working security at the X Games. Anyway.
I love it.
Hey,
Once we get that
I got
job-
Bitcoin though, so yeah, we're good. But anyway, so like, they thought I was gonna die, so they asked the whole family, like, "You want to hold him like
Yeah.
before he goes?" Basically, it was kind of the conversation they had, and they put me in my grandma's hand. And my grandma's 6'1", she's a big lady, but my head was at the tip of her fingers, and my feet were like right there on her wrist.
Oh,
Like I was tiny, and I was breathing and everything, and yada yada yada. And apparently, according to my grandma, like she was just holding me like this, just looking at me, and I sat up and just looked at her for like a good 5 seconds, and then just went boom, and then she was like, "Oh, he'll be fine."
That's a sign.
That's a
awesome.
fucking Wingate.
That's awesome.
Give him the booze now. He'll find it on his own. Start the process.
Get that Welch going.
That's so funny.
No, I was a big baby.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Still.
I mean, actually, I wasn't that big when I was born. I always had a giant head.
Surprise.
Right. It was so huge.
That was
And
Goose
round.
Tubes.
Your
His head is abnormally large.
It was a lot. But yeah,
Now
I was,
that
only,
you
like, I was only like 8.6 pounds, and then my parents like were terrible parents, and then I got fucking Michelin Man.
So that was when you did McDonald's too, baby.
Yeah. At 3 months old, I was being fed McDonald's. It's just funny because I had McDonald's tonight.
Yeah, but that was his fault.
That was awesome. The time. That was awesome.
Yeah, well, it was in South Dakota too, so it's 10 years behind also. So.
That's very true.
So yeah, they just fed me like I was eating full like meals like by like 6 months old.
You were in what? Spearfish?
Sturgis.
Sturgis.
I was born in. Me, Eric, and Amanda were born in Sturgis.
Yeah, we went through there.
I thought Amanda was born here.
Nope.
No.
You're gonna have to talk to my mom about family.
I don't know. I don't. I don't
You
know.
want to know what
Right.
a patriot this woman is? This Mexican lass over here. We fucking rolled.
This combination of Scottish
I think it was a compliment.
I believe the term you're looking for is
We rolled across the Wyoming border into South Dakota,
Okay.
and the picture of Mount Rushmore came out, and she didn't know where I was taking her. And the picture of Mount Rushmore came out, she started fucking crying.
Oh, I love it.
It's on my bucket list.
You're
That's
savvy, bitch.
awesome.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
I've
That's
seen
awesome.
Mount Rushmore. I miss what Mount Rushmore would be when it was like the way it used to be. Because now they have like this like big old like amphitheater shit. And it's like
Yeah, it's like
concrete jungle. It's fucking wild.
it's
yeah.
basically Red Rocks now.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What
like
the fuck did they do that? I haven't been there since a kid.
Yeah, it's like Red Rocks
about
now.
10 years
like
ago.
It's cool.
Fucking
Yeah, I love
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
it's
Like,
pretty cool. It's still a cool place, but like it was so much cooler when like you had like hiking trail like to get like a clear vision of it and
Yeah,
like
I
everything.
thought I was there, I was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, it was much cooler when it was like way back in the day. For some of this like I like the outdoors and that kind of shit, but now it's like if you
Very
went like downtown Denver and there's just a mountain in the middle.
But I will say they have the museum now, which is really cool.
Yeah, the museum's pretty cool, and like the whole like when you're on the trail and going through all of the museums they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually
The
kind of
good question is
see how
Crazy
they do
Horse
it.
any more done than when I was 13?
Yes, it is.
Now
It
handicap
actually is a
accessible.
lot more done.
Is it? 'Cause
As
for
a matter
long
of
time
fact,
there,
yes.
I know it's
What?
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crazy Horse is like a lot more done. We went
There was a
there.
long period where they weren't doing shit.
They didn't do anything for like
Yeah,
20 years.
they weren't that close.
Because they had no money.
Yeah.
But you know, they got like a bunch of funding like about like 7 or 8 years ago. We were there in 2016, I think. It was 16 or 17, and yeah, we went there also. They did a lot more shit to Crazy Horse.
Yeah, Crazy Horse is coming. Yeah, we went there too. Yeah, Crazy Horse is coming along.
Right. Yeah.
Which is cool. Like, I actually wish that they would. I don't know, because I was there when I was
It's
like.
never gonna get finished.
I know.
Ever.
I was there when
It's
I.
way too big of a project. It's so the size of it, like just what's completed now. You
Dude.
can fit like 15 Mount Rushmores in. It's
I was-
fucking humongous.
I was there when I was like 10 with my dad at Crazy Horse, right when they like were kicking off everything.
No,
Yeah.
that's been started since like the
Oh,
70s.
well, yeah. But I mean, it looked like they hadn't done anything. And then we went there, and it still looks like they haven't done anything.
Yeah, well, they did a lot more like since
They
that time.
have, but
like
it's
again from like
still,
I was
For
gonna say,
like
when I was
maybe-
there, it was like a nose and some eyes and then a bunch of chalk drawing.
yeah,
When I
there's
was-
lots of
when I was
stuff.
a kid.
Yeah, no, like the thing is, like, they didn't do anything for like they couldn't do a whole lot for like almost 20 years. They had no money to do any of that shit. It's
I think the only
the-
way that would complete is if they had straight up government funding, just fucking get it done.
I mean, it would cost billions.
I know, that's what,
like-
but if that's the only way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we spend
crazy
billions
how
on
big it
lots
is.
of dumb shit, so who cares?
Yeah, there's more dumb
I'm
shit.
more thinking like hundreds of billions because they're what they like the whole plan is. It's like generations of like work. It's like building the goddamn pyramids. It's like the same idea. Which is funny because all the biggest
Going
pyramids
through that
are actually
museum at Crazy Horse is kind
here
of
in
cool.
North America.
That museum at Crazy Horse is pretty cool.
It is
Because
cool.
That one hallway where they have all the family trees of all the Indians, or Native Americans, sorry. That's actually pretty cool, and we got a huge kick out of fucking. We were reading all the names. Those names are fucking nuts. Like,
That one was kind of weird.
Woman with.
I like it.
It was.
Bosom.
They should-
oh yeah, like people are just named after what they are,
That might be-
Yeah.
that might
which is
be a
hilarious. I love
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Woman with sloppy leg or some shit like it's all this just like weird names. Where you're
Woman
like,
with
what?
sloppy leg. Alright, let's try these MacD's cookies since we didn't get any.
Oh my gosh. And I have them all in cute little Christmas bags with the little tie on it. Like they're
Dickie,
perfect.
you have to be considerate here. Between drowning your dog, and the other shit she is preoccupied. Okay? You are not first on her list.
Shut up.
You sound like Dr. Phil. You me.
I'm
You
telling
are-
you though, these fucking cookies like kind of.
They're so good. I think I should probably sell them next year. Like, just make them
do
by
it.
the dozen and sell them. Like, they're really, really good.
Yeah, get some little boxes like that.
I'm really bummed that
If
I
you-
forgot it because I had
if
like
you-
I had enough for everybody in little bags. I was gonna bring a little box and I was just like out the door. I was like, bye.
Bags are good, but use a gold twist tie and have your own custom label. If you need help with that, let me know. I know people.
Hey, thank you.
I'm
I can-
not labeling
I can just send you a
this.
picture of my face. You can hang it by your door, so every time you're about to leave, you can just think of what you're about to fuck up.
Yeah, I will. I will do that. That's great. That's great. That's great. Because then I won't fuck up as much. That's great. Thank you.
Our students are all like, "Who is this person?
This,
This is the anti-don't screw up person."
yes, this is my
See this
really
face?
good friend Travis.
You look
He
at
helps
his
me
face,
not fuck up.
you realize everything you've ever fucked up in your life. It'll help you not do it again.
I'm an inspirational speaker. All you need is a picture of my face. And I will help you do better.
That would be a funny ass video to do.
That would be pretty funny.
I'll edit it out. We'll do it.
Oh my gosh. You guys make me sound like such a dick. I really meant that. I was like, oh, I forgot because I was thinking of McKella.
At that point, the question becomes, what percentage of you
Oh
do
my
you
God.
consider to be a Karen?
Me, a Karen? Not much of a Karen, unless you're being a real idiot. Then I wouldn't say that I'm a Karen.
Unless you're smoking cigarettes up front of her house, you're good.
It's true. And that wasn't even like a Karen. Like Karens aren't fucking strapped. Like,
Good.
I'm not a
Thank
Karen.
God.
Oh my god. No, okay, so there's this guy who's been sitting outside of my house like smoking a cigarette. I've seen him in his car. I've seen him like a few times like last week. I saw him walking towards my house.
You got a plate and everything?
Oh yeah, got plate, got everything. Like, oh yeah, I was paying attention, watching this guy smoking and all that stuff outside my house. And I had Pax. Pax doesn't look nice, but I had him, and he came out. I saw him. He came outside. It was Christmas morning, and he's like pacing outside my gate, out on my property, and I'm the only house on the corner. And I was like, what the fuck? So I threw on my pants, put my gun in my pocket, and I was like, Pax, we're going. And we walked outside. I was like, hey man, can I fucking help you? I've been watching you smoking cigarettes outside my house for weeks now. I was like, do you live around here? And he's like, no, I'm the dad. He's like, my name is Ryan. I'm the dad. My kids live down the street. I just don't want them seeing me smoking. I was like, I get it, man. Not outside my house. Not outside my fucking house.
Yeah, quit pacing out here.
Oh my god.
You got a little pea shooter, like 380 or something?
Yeah, I'm 380.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that's not very Karen like. That wouldn't be a Karen. Like I was like, what's the name of some oh god, I don't know. You got a hole in your lip. I don't know. I think of like it's more of like some badass Marine bitch in like camo pants. Like I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I was just giving you shit for it.
Oh my god,
Wait,
it's
where
true.
was
I just need to bring up like another like.
Well, the problem is,
What?
Where was he smoking?
Can you see the
Outside
sign?
my house. What's the sign? My preschool
Like on the
sign? Yeah,
sidewalk,
I know.
or-
Yeah, he's just outside my fence. Like,
Like he doesn't realize
So
that
there's a little bit of
there's
Karen
a
that
sign
can get
there
mad
that
at
says
somebody for
preschool.
doing
You
something
shouldn't
on
be
public
doing this type
property.
of stuff near there.
Yeah, that's kind of like
Well-
There's a little bit of Karen in there.
there's a little bit of Karen.
If he was in your yard pacing, yeah, fucking shoot him. But
True. True. But
it's
when,
not
like,
full Karen, but it's a little.
Wait, where's your hookah mate?
a little bit.
That one just sits around.
A little bit.
Yeah, apparently.
But after, like, okay, so if McKella said there's this guy that's outside your house, day after day, smoking cigarettes just outside your house, would you not go say something?
That'd be a little bit different because, like, if he was really like right in front of our door, like he would have to go out of his way to stand in front of my apartment doors.
Okay. I get
If
it.
it was like on the street in front of the house, it's mind your own business. If it becomes a problem, they'll handle it. But
Okay.
No, but like I get like your side too, where it's like, hey, like what are you doing, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
The kids are always there and that kind
Yeah.
of shit. So
yeah,
it's
I'd be like, mind your own business. Dorothy plays
Trying
out
to be
back.
cordial.
Yeah.
It's like if it becomes a problem, I'll handle it. But just Dorothy plays out back. Don't
Yeah.
fuck with it.
Let's
Yeah.
not have a problem.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah, because she's got a fence with a sign that says in daycare, so I was like,
Yeah. I don't know. When you're little and people are weird, you just don't fuck around. You just don't fuck around. And if you talk to them first, oftentimes it plays out in your favor. But if you wait to be reactive, it doesn't play out in your favor.
Was Paul ever a little people?
Not
I don't
really.
know, Paul, are you ever little?
Born like that.
Just walked out
Full
like
head of
this.
hair.
Actually, it was
Stop
born
it.
over there.
Came out 6'5", full head of hair,
Oh,
full head of teeth.
that's me.
Full head and teeth.
Full head.
Oh, my keyboard is still kind of funky.
I
Have you,
mean,
have you guys ever seen, did you ever watch Parks and Rec?
Like, so I had to wash it
That's what that line's from.
because like it wasn't
That's when
working.
Chris Pratt's talking to Swanson. He's like, yeah, my mom carried me to full term plus 18 months. It's like, came out, full head of hair, full head of teeth, and like it was one of the bloopers, the whole fucking set just lost their shit.
So
I
the
mean,
last
I
time,
was missing a tooth for a very long period of time. I fell on a balance beam when I was like 4 and landed on one of my big teeth and shoved it back up into my gums.
Oy.
Had to be
Ouch.
surgically removed. And
It's like a little
obviously,
rewind.
I was quite young, so my adult tooth was not ready to come in yet. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
You can still see it actually because it marked the tooth.
Yeah.
One of them has a chip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the only reason when I wouldn't have needed braces except we were at Waterworld. I don't know, it had to be 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even more. But I was body surfing the wave pool and put my mouth in the back of some kid's head. I don't even know if that could survive.
I was gonna say,
I was
like that's
I
hard enough to
couldn't-
fuck your teeth up. Like
I couldn't get off the wave, like literally, almost like I could have taken a chunk. I could have just like bit into his brain probably. And how much of his head was inside my mouth.
I'm a Clark zombie now.
And
Alright,
then,
zombie man.
like I just looked down. and
that
there was,
sounds
like,
so
blood just
terrible
dripping
if you
from
like
my
think
mouth.
about it again. How much of his head was in my mouth?
That's what she said.
Yeah, I don't.
The whole fucking thing.
crazy.
The whole fucking thing.
I don't think about children that way. This was a child. So
So you're a 20-year-old man biting a child and you don't know if you survived.
yeah, it definitely was 20. It was older than that. That was maybe like 16.
Okay,
10 years ago.
still about the same thing.
Oh, it was that kid that went missing in Booter Canyon. Maybe he's got something to do with it.
No.
Missing 411. Have you watched that documentary?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I fucking ran into him. I didn't even check to see if he was okay because I just looked down like there was just blood everywhere.
was it your blood or his blood?
At least my blood. Definitely
I think
mine.
the proper answer to that was yes.
There could have been his, yeah. But so I get out, like 2 or 3 of the teeth were about to like fall out. They were just kind of dangling there. So I had to like pack up and like run up to the dentist really quick so you could just like set a few things so I didn't lose teeth. And then
That's
they were
brutal.
like the straightness was fine. I always kind of had a little bit of an open bite. But then after that, after one tooth shifted, they just had the open bite.
What is an open bite?
Open bite is where you only make
Where you
contact with
bite
the back
into
of
a
your teeth.
fucking sandwich and the middle part stays there.
You can't. You
You don't
only
close
make
all
contact on the back of your teeth.
Yeah.
None of your front teeth. So like from your premolars forward.
So if you get like a
don't
nice
make
burger
contact.
with an onion ring on it, take a bite and the onion ring just right out of your mouth.
You literally can't.
Yeah, it's one of those.
The sound effect and everything go along with it. No, so my keyboard is still a little fucking janky from when you spilled beer all over it twice.
Twice.
Could be weird. Could be
When it was when Evan was
We get
here,
through.
From like poop or something
and we
not
met.
spellable.
We came after the comedy show, and you guys met us here, and you were opening fucking bottled beer on the plastic table.
He's like, I don't remember, but it sounds like
It just
me.
really wasn't really-
Sounds about right.
There was a fucking bottle opener sitting right here.
Sounds about right.
Party.
I mean, we were rowdy as fuck that night, so I get it.
At least it wasn't a big gulp.
Oh my god, that pissed me off so bad. That ruined
what
that
happened?
branding laptop. This is many years ago.
Yeah.
From Fat fucking Tyler. I only call him that because I don't like him at all anymore, especially after that trip. That was miserable. So like we were about to go on like to race toy cars in Cleveland, Ohio, like on our standard like Thanksgiving Day race. And my laptop's sitting on upstairs where like it's like not like a very like sturdy upstairs. It's like a above like office areas in a warehouse, and like you
Oh,
can
yeah.
be up there, but like
plywood floor.
Yeah, be careful.
yeah, you don't like just jump around on it because you will go through a kind of situation. We have like upstairs on tables.
Why do you spend so much time in those places?
Because that's where, unfortunately, I've always been in my goddamn family. Because my dad's like, oh, we can't have real shit. But we always tables up there or whatever. My laptop's like up there running or whatever, and Tyler like uses it, and it's like pretty much brand new. It's like not very old at all. And he's for some reason drinking a fucking 64-ounce soda with no lid. And no ice.
So weirdo, dude.
An animal.
No ice, no lid, no nothing. So like it's just 64 ounces of soda. And
Gosh, his poor kidneys.
he's
he's
like when I say Fat Tyler, he's Fat Tyler. But he got up and left the soda next to like my running computer, and I came back like a little while later, and it's just sitting in a puddle of soda, like running. So it's like flowing the fluid through the fan.
Yeah, and at that time, like, anyone can move the floor even if you're downstairs, so it wouldn't matter because you can just shake it.
Yeah.
It
So.
was not the most stable place.
Oh
It's
my
much more
God.
It was
stable
like
now.
it was like the computer we used like the two
We
speed
added
controls
extra
and
floor
shit.
on top.
So like it was like I had to like so I took it all
Well,
apart,
this
like
is
cleaned
the
it all out.
First track.
Yeah, this is first
Over
track.
on Mason.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sucks.
so I like take it all apart, I clean it up because we're taking it with us. And then he was miserable the entire trip. It was the worst. He was like the worst like travel companion ever. And there was like 6 of us in a haunted pilot.
He was watching
Fucking
porn.
full of RC shit. Well, that was a funny story also on itself. I can get to that one. So, but we go out there, like we like go to his grandparents' house. That was pretty cool. Like we get like this like rack on top, so like it was a little bit more comfortable in the fucking car. Go out there, we race. We're having like we had like an okay time out there. It was fine. On the way back, this kid like was the problem all the way back. He was like playing like PS2 in the back and shit, like just being a fucking like he wasn't like helping like when we like needed him to drive or whatever. Like once I were going to Chicago, the lower side of Chicago, and he gets his brother to like stream porn on his like computer, and it's like showing people as we're driving by, and it's kind of funny. Don't get me wrong. You know, this is like
Out the window.
yeah, I was like 22, 23 years old, so like it was kind of fun. Like it was like whatever. Actually, I think it was 21. I think it was before I was 22. Actually,
Been like
it was 07.
07?
I think it was 07. It was 21. So we think it's kind of funny, but then he shows like the wrong 2 big girls, and we're unsure of what they're trying to do here. A bunch of white boys in Chicago, 2 big old black girls, like.
Oh,
So
whoa, okay.
we're unsure of like the situation. So I'm
Oh
like,
gosh.
and they're like motioning us like polo. I'm like, we're not doing any of that. South of Chicago in a recession, no way. Like so like then like he puts it away and we're trying to get away, but I'm in a fucking loaded Honda Pilot. It's not
Oh,
like it's a
God.
quick vehicle in the first place.
So you're going 30.
It's a little fast.
Everyone, buckle up. We'll be reaching speeds of 3.
So like we like get off to like we're like in front of them and they like follow us in this like street. Like they were like following us around. I'm like, we're not doing this. Like I don't
Oh,
know what's
God.
happening right now. Like I don't know. Like I'm just like they could be fucking be like time to bang or they could be like bang bang. So like
Depends on the bangery
Yeah.
happening.
Both bangs.
yeah.
A bang followed by a
We're
bang.
getting banged on. That's all we know.
Or it could be the worst way where bang bang and run bang.
Banging happening. Banging. Oh my gosh.
So like we
Terrifying.
finally get away and then like but then at this trip like I drove like all of us are super tired on this trip. It's our first time out there, so we're fucking just like wiped out. And at this point I've been driving for like 10 hours. Like we're in like Nebraska and we're like, Tyler, you have to drive now. Like this is after like 15 hours of driving, we're all fucking like done. You have to drive now. Like you've been sitting up there sleeping. And then so he gets in it and it's his mom's like car. So he's like, oh, like you can't go faster than like 70 miles an hour with this big ass rack on the top. Like it just will like tear the roof off this car. So like I get in the back and then I wake up to like John like hey, and I was like and the roof you can see it flexing because we're doing 95 miles an hour down high fucking 70
Yeah.
or I-80 and I was like Tyler, what the fuck are you doing? I told you don't go like over 70. And he's all, it's my mom's car, I don't give a shit. And at this point, we determined it was safer for me to drive with one eye open, fucking like sleeping, basically, than it was for him to drive fully resting. So we're like, we cannot do this shit. And I don't think I think I talked to him like 3 or 4 times after this. It was like, he was such a problem the entire trip. And we really didn't like him that much prior to that, but, because he was just entitled as fuck. He was like the worst.
Oh.
We just gotta put up with it. We didn't really like him per se.
Yeah. But yeah, that trip was so bad, but yeah, that, in the south of Chicago, getting chased by black women in a different SUV, I was like, I don't know what to do here.
Well, south side of the Shy, man.
Like, because it could be, it could be great, but it could be real bad. There's also 6 white dudes in the year. I don't know if they're going for that one. Chad was like, slop, I'm gonna fuck him, I was like, no, we're not doing any of that, Chad, I'm sorry.
Fucking Chad. That dude's still alive.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's still alive.
He's doing a lot better now.
He looks, no,
I said he's doing a lot better. I didn't say he was doing great. He's definitely not.
I mean, better as in he's not like a fucking like.
He's got a steady employment, and
You don't know enough.
he is not as
He's
much
not doing.
in trouble with
He's
police.
not doing as much drugs, which is good.
Not selling as many drugs would be good.
Yeah, so you can definitely tell he's like he looks the same, like the skinny, like
Yeah.
he's like lanky, like kind of like Paul, like esque.
Yeah, he's gonna. And you can tell that was kind of his build anyway.
Yeah,
just
so-
enhanced by the.
Yeah, so like he's always been like that skinny, like
Oh.
drug addict guy,
Paul-esque.
but now he like stopped.
Enhanced by
So he's like Second Reich, not Third Reich.
But yeah, you can definitely tell he's fucking in his 40s
not
now.
right hand.
So like he
left.
like God's like the old man kind of like dad bod, like big old gut, but like still skinny as shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So he's still just as kind of creepy.
Yeah, he's got a bun in the oven.
He's still one of my favorite people to play. He's one of the funniest people you've ever met in your entire life.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Great dude.
yeah,
And
but
hard. Like great
Just-
heart. Just
Do
not
not
great
bring
life
him around
choices.
police. Period. If you see cops, direct him the other way.
yeah, you just don't.
Yeah.
He's one of those people, he will get in confrontations with the cops if he sees them.
Yeah, he's.
He might end up in jail over Christmas for spitting on cops.
You do that.
Yep.
Like,
Basically, you see cops.
Restitution
No, not
for
that
spitting
way.
on a cop.
That way. Go.
Oh,
Go.
gosh.
It's pretty much that, but you can hold on to it. Yeah, he's one of like he is one of like my favorite people still. Like,
Yeah, he's a great
he's a
dude.
good dude, but like just a crazy soul. Just a fucking outrageous everything. Super perfectionist at the same time, which is super weird. Like one of the best RC racers ever. If he would actually put his car on the goddamn track.
Yeah, there was.
He actually ignored something one time. It was weird last year. Dad even said it to me. He was like confused. He's like, Chad said something off in his vehicle, and he just drove it to the main, which was the weirdest thing ever.
He's
Something's
a
off.
strange dude.
He usually will like sit down and focus and make it different.
Really?
So it was. I'd say this year's been a little bit different for him.
Huh.
Wicked just stares at me like this is a little bit different.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, this year has been weird, and I think people have that misconception where it's like, new year, new president, new this, new that, things are gonna change, and it's like, no, they're not. Like it's
Not immediately. No.
it's
Which is what, yeah, it kind of seems like everyone's like, oh, January 1st, it's all over.
no.
We all hoped, but it's just
I
not the
wish,
case.
but
Yeah, I woke up on an roller this morning. I was like, "Is COVID gone?" No, fuck.
It's gonna be more of the same shit.
I still have to wear a mask fucking 10 hours a day. Great.
Yay.
And that is a benefit of me working at home. I'm very tired of it at this point. Not gonna lie.
Well, we kind of talked how you were talking about how long the year was, and I talked about how short the year was. I think that's one of the big differences is that I'm still out and about. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it is terrible like in that situation.
Although I've seen a lot of very amusing, like, physical altercations in grocery stores.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah. How so?
Oh, it's like someone trying to force somebody to wear a mask by punching them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that probably worked out really well.
It's great.
I bet it worked out great.
Saw someone
I
get
mean, if
pegged
you're
with a
worried
T-bone.
about transfer of
Oh, God.
virus, I mean,
What?
touching another man's face.
Literally, like, because
That's exactly
when I
what they
got
should
my
do.
route was literally like the day it transferred from the other guy to me was the day the shit hit the fan, the panic buying started. And one of my stores, I saw someone get too close to somebody and they threw a fucking T-bone and nailed him in the head. It was fantastic. Before that, I've only ever seen one straight up fight in a grocery store. It was on Thanksgiving when my whole family was in town. And we had to go the whole paycheck to get some last minute shit. And there was one turkey. And this lady was literally kicking the shit out of a guy in the middle of Whole Foods for over the last
In the
turkey.
middle of Whole Foods.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow.
That's the only like actual fight I've seen in the grocery store. This year I've seen like 20. It's
That's wild.
entertaining.
Oh wow.
I've always hated going to the grocery store anyway, so you're doing it every day.
I definitely don't like grocery shopping at all anymore.
I get my
And
shit.
I can't shop in the stores that I work in because something will happen.
Right.
And somebody will go, hey, oh, you're still here? I need you to help me out with something. No.
Right.
I just get my shit.
I might be moving to a
Yeah.
different department, so we'll see.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Like, I was like not happy. Like, even like when this started, it was like good for me because like since I work from home hours or whatever, I don't have a client-facing job. And I was like, I just go like 9 in the morning, right everything stocked. So I always got whatever I needed or whatever. It was never a problem. But like I was like, I've always hated going to grocery stores. They're always the worst.
When I worked at Edwards, I would shop on like Friday or Saturday when I closed at midnight. When Kroger was still open 24
Oh,
hours
yeah.
a day. And
Perfect.
I would go at like 12:30 or 1 in
Oh,
the morning and get
Yeah.
my shopping done and be the only one in there. It sucked if you
Yep.
needed something from the beat counter, but it was really it.
Yeah.
I love that when I was on my job. I was like, I would go to Walmart like 12:30 after work, be like there. The only people in the store were stalkers and the
And other stalkers.
and
I
every
mean,
facilities
yeah.
management people other than me. I was just part of facilities
Derek
management.
doesn't even notice.
So I'm like-
This is one of them.
Yeah, so it was just.
Yeah,
just
I'm wearing my
those.
jacket. I'm wearing
It
my
was the best
I'm wearing
thing
my
ever.
jacket
Yeah,
clothes.
everything
Just
I
puts
need.
everywhere.
If they would stop me something, I'd be like, oh, like, how long does it take for that? 20 minutes? Okay, I'll come back.
You're right.
I had no problems.
Right.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I have to come in when there's so many fuckers, and they're just always in the way, and it's like, ah!
I don't even know. Getting Eric excited about anything is wild, let alone
Grocery shop?
fuckers.
So annoying.
Those fuckers!
Those fuckers.
Getting in between me and all
I-
my poops.
Every time I go now, it's like, I try to get in, get out, and it's like, it doesn't fucking work. There's too many goddamn people.
Sounds like you've had a rough go at it, Eric.
It's true.
That's why I
Shopping for one.
Miss being able to shop in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, with King Soopers not being open 24 hours,
Yep.
that kind of sucks.
It
So this
sucks.
happened
Bullshit.
well before COVID,
Yeah, I know.
unfortunately.
Bullshit.
Yep.
The weird one is that fucking Walmart still has restricted hours, which
Yep.
they kind of haven't really cared much about. Actually, okay, King Soopers didn't give a fuck. Walmart kind of gave a fuck. Safeway really gives a fuck, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. Well, they're owned by, like, the people they're owned by are kind of odd.
Albertsons.
Well, they're owned by Cerberus, which owns Albertsons.
Yeah.
They have machines to test if I have COVID every time I walk through the door.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's really silly. And then I have a badge with a picture of myself on it saying that I cleared the security check.
Huh.
Cool.
Whoa.
It's really dumb.
Wow. I get
This
to
is a recent development. I didn't have any Safeways until like a month
play
ago, but
pretend
I
all
cleared
day.
2 new stores.
so that's nice.
Yeah, it was when we were flying. A lot of the airports have like infrared cameras now that people walk through, so you can see if anyone's hotter than normal.
Yeah, this is like, it's all it is temperature. It's
We all made it through, except for Dorothy. They had to scan her both ways. We need to take her temperature.
Her top and bottom, or
Your baby?
Yeah.
how
They
do, what's
didn't
both
stop
ways?
any of us like going out to Hawaii and coming back.
Oh.
Not her ass and her mouth.
I was like, thank you.
Yeah, going out to Hawaii and coming back. You're good, but we need to check your baby really quick.
Yeah, kids run high.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
This is like it's a fucking touchscreen, which is hilarious because it doesn't get like wiped off, so you have to like type shit into the touchscreen.
This whole fucking.
So like you
The
gotta line
whole
yourself up
shit.
perfectly, and it has a voice. It's like mask detected, and then it detects your temperature.
What the
Normal
fuck?
temperature normal. Then you type your name in the company, and it puts out your fucking tag. I'm like, this isn't done.
Wow.
I'm surprised that they didn't have restaurants that are leveling up, if that's what they're calling it, level up. that
Yep.
are Opening and dining aren't doing that. They're just documenting people's names instead of.
Yeah,
doing
we
the
went to Charcoal Boiler last night. So.
All the restaurants that open, you go to Chuck.
Not all of them. Only the ones that want to pay.
Yeah,
Of all
that's
the- of
contact
all the
tracing, and
restaurants,
we're doing it at our place too, because they don't.
They
We don't.
went right
Our
to
simple
that.
thing is like they tell you wash your hands before you clock in, and then they take your temp, and that's all they do at my work.
Well, the problem is people don't wash their hands in the first place.
People don't wash
People
their
still
hands.
don't wash their hands.
My preschoolers are really fucking good about washing their hands, and they've got a little song, and they wash their hands all the time. They're like, "Oh, Miss Sarah, I feel like I need to wash my hands." I'm like, "Yes, go wash them. Don't hand me another booger. Like, wash your hands."
You're picking your nose, your butt, and sucking on your entire hand all day. Go wash your hands.
Oh, please. Wash
That
them.
is pretty much.
You're picking your own nose,
Do it.
that kid's nose. Like, go wash your damn hands.
Quit exchanging boogers, okay? This is not Pokemon cards.
You want to trade?
These are bodily
Or
fluids,
we're
you
gonna
guys.
use it out.
I'm making
This
a
is
move.
not high school.
That's right. Don't just let it happen.
No, I would do it to you, but she already noticed.
She did.
I saw you.
I would have fell for it too.
You did it when I'm staring at you, picking you off of the scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone's gotta
my
do it.
sales team's working theories that alcohol kills COVID because we all drink way too much and none of us but even been quarantined.
I believe
That's
that.
actually kind of a
Theory.
theory.
That's what it's our
Well,
working
it's
theory.
not only
Yeah.
It's
alcohol,
only
it's,
kind of a joke. It's like, I mean, none of us have gotten sick and we all work in public all day long.
They
so-
say that nicotine suppresses it as well.
Well, then I'm fucking golden.
Yeah.
Because all I do is drink and smoke.
Wow. I have a colleague that probably caught
I
it,
get the
or
cancer,
something of
liver
the
disease
sort.
later on, but you know, whatever. They're good.
He's going to be off till January 9th. And guess what? That means 11 days. How long is quarantine most of the time? 11 days. We're told that we can't, that like our supervisor can't talk about it. He's like, he's gonna be gone till the 9th, and we're all like, do you get it?
Our
Or did-
company's kind of the same way.
Cause he's
Trying not to say
he's
anything.
a stalker at Walmart also.
They keep it
so.
quiet.
They'll tell the people if it's like somebody you worked with.
Well,
they'll
it's-
inform you, but they're not gonna make like a
Yeah,
Very
like
helpful.
direct
company-wide announcement.
contact tracing shit they tell you,
Yeah,
but otherwise
that's the
they
extent of it.
don't bother. Yeah.
But we've had a bunch of people quarantined. We've had one positive test, which is pretty good for 300 people over this entire period.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's the most deadly thing ever. So
Yeah.
be careful.
Well, my papa just died from COVID on Christmas. And he was completely isolated. And
What do you have any underlying or?
Alzheimer's, other than that, nothing. He was completely healthy.
Yeah, I've been. One of the reasons I quit my job is I've been taking care of my grandma. I got one that's 89, one that's 95, and all the in-home care stuff basically shut down.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
my family kind of needs somebody to just start
To be
taking care
available.
of 'em. Yeah,
Yep.
and that's me.
Yep.
So I go
Good for you.
clean bed sheets and scoop or
Scroop.
Do you scroop cat poop?
scrub
You're a scrooper pooper.
scrub poop out of carpets and get them in and out of the shower and pills
Right,
and all the
yep.
other crap. And but you know,
No, it's good. It's important. You have to do those things.
well, obviously you gotta do them. It's just I just think it's ridiculous because like the nurse that was taking care of my my one grandma's 95. She's 24
Uh-huh.
and she's as healthy as a person could possibly be. Like she's a CrossFit person, like doing.
Yeah.
Always telling me about all of her, like, oh, I ran a marathon last weekend. And you're like, you know, it's just ridiculous
Right.
that that person isn't allowed to live their life
Sure. Yeah.
and then help the rest of us live our lives.
Right.
You know, because it's, I mean, obviously any virus is dangerous, but at the same time, you know, you look at statistics, it's kind of like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, but you're also missing out on the number of the problem with large numbers is even at 1.5%, which is what it is, which is about double what the typical flu is for death rate.
Yeah.
That's also at 1.5% if 30 million people got it. like you're looking at we're already beyond
No,
that. So like
no,
we're
it's-
at 300 million people. You're looking at
Well, it's definitely a problem, but then the reporting is also a problem too.
It doesn't
Or
matter.
reporting's
Like
a
I
huge
was, I
problem.
honestly like I'm pissed off because I was waiting and isolating and doing everything I possibly could so that I made sure that I was healthy so I could see Papa for Christmas.
Yep.
And next week is when they're vaccinating his nursing home.
Yeah.
And so like, you know
Yeah.
what? Like there's some things that like I understand what people are saying, but unless people like the personal impact, I mean, one life, if one life is too many. If you can do your best to take care of yourself, to help other people, that's your only charge, is to love other people.
Oh,
and if you
absolutely.
if you're too selfish to do that, like, and just to like grow a pair for like a couple weeks, like hang out, like,
Well,
and
back
it's been a year. It's been a year.
Yeah, back in
But
March
you
it
know
was
what?
2
Like-
weeks, and
like
now
you-
here we
I-
are 9 months later. You know.
I could have saw my Papa.
Yeah.
That's my Nana's love of his life, like love of her life.
And
like
that,
come
and
on,
that,
like
and that would have been,
there's like.
and that alone is worth it.
But it is, and it better be. And so
That
for people,
alone is worth it.
so
It
for
is.
people to like to think that is invaluable over statistics, they
Oh, no, no.
forget what life is
And
about.
I am in no
And
way
I
implying-
can't play
I'm
that
in no
game.
way implying that. I'm in no way.
Okay, good.
That's
'Cause
like
I was like, when you're talking numbers, like I understand the
Yeah,
numbers
but
and statistics and stuff,
I'm in no.
but you can't disconnect life from
Oh,
numbers.
absolutely. I'm in no way implying that whatsoever. But at the same time, you look at like the other thing that's happening, the kind of inverse of what's going on right now.
Mhm.
You have suicide rates, you have addiction rates, you have all the other things that are just skyrocketing right
True.
now because people are caught in their homes. They're just pent up, and
It's tough.
and
It's hard.
and then that's one of the sad things of the human condition is where do you draw the line? And
Right, it is a problem, and like again, the big thing is again the law of numbers makes it difficult because again, as far as like percentage wise, it's nothing crazy. It's not
Right.
a crazy outlier or whatever.
But it's still not okay.
Yes.
Right.
So we're in this weird spot where we're like, what do we do?
Right.
Right.
And then like I was talking to the nurse chick at Good Sam the other day where my grandma is, and she was saying that if they report a COVID death, they get twice the funds. They get twice the reimbursement for it.
Well, I think
and
that's
that's-
probably
and
even
that's a
a mis-
failure.
I think
That's
that's
a
a mis-
failure of government, is what that
Correct.
is. So-
I agree with that as well. But I also think that's probably misinformation from her because she probably doesn't fucking know.
I've heard that from a few people.
Yeah, and I've also heard from other people that it's not the case whatsoever.
I've heard that from a few people now that work in that industry. That
Yeah, but they don't work with money. They don't do anything with the money. And that's kind of the problem we have. That there's a lot of misinformation on both sides of that situation. Where if you're not hearing it from the person that actually has the funds receiving,
and then at the end
you're
of the
probably
day,
not
yeah,
hearing
and,
what it
and then
is.
Again, there's
And
only
you're
one-
probably not going to hear from the people who have their.
Yeah, because
who
they
are-
can't.
There's
they
only
can't say
one
anything.
person who actually handles it, so it's like
that's my point. So the thing is,
Right,
like
exactly.
a rumor can go around,
Exactly.
especially a company that large. They employ probably 1,000
millions
people.
of
Yeah.
people probably. Yeah.
So the reality
In the
is,
world, but-
that little thing can start from here. We're like, oh, she said this, he said this, and then make it go crazy. Whereas statistically, that
but eventually you do reach a point where you start hearing it enough. that
yeah,
you
but I've also
start-
heard it from the other way, where
right, but there, whatever side you're on, you at some point
Right.
when you have enough testimony and information, you do have to start.
yeah,
asking questions.
they're not spending that much money on that anyways. The government in general just isn't.
And the biggest bullshit thing of this whole fucking lockdown, COVID, whatever the fuck this is, the biggest fucking bullshit are these goddamn stimulus checks. That is the biggest bullshit on the face of the earth because are you telling me that we need to give $20 million to Pakistan for gender reassignment training?
That's actually also not true either. You know that, right?
Right. The bill...
Well, so yeah, keep in mind it has nothing to do with stimulus
Yeah,
checks.
well, it kind of does.
No, it was trying to get snuck into a bill,
Right.
but it doesn't.
But you know that
actually-
we also
The point I'm making is the omnibus bills that we have these days. The omnibus bills.
right. I agree with that. That's a
fucking
problem.
Garbage.
Yeah, they're trash. You're right. But
Why
so-
are we
yeah,
tacking so much shit onto a bill that's just supposed to help people?
Yeah, I agree. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Like you got to help small business. You got to give money to
They need to be
companies that are
separated
out
out,
there.
and the big
Like,
problem is
that's
I like
that's
your
all fine and dandy. But when you're giving, what was it? I mean, again, is this true or not? I don't know. But they were saying that like only 23% of this bill that just went through is actually going to people.
correct.
So
It's
so
actually
what
less
the
than
fuck? Why would
It
it
should be like 80% or more.
Right. I understand you gotta tack some stuff on there to do this, that, and the other, but when do we reach a point where
So that's a big problem just in general with the way that like our
Government in
representation
general.
works.
When the world ends.
So and that is an issue. There's gonna be like a lot of these like vote. If you vote for this, you may get this also, that kind of shit. And we need to separate those out. And a big problem that we have is we actually don't have enough representation for all of the things happening right
no,
now.
absolutely
Right.
not.
So what
Well,
happens is we have how many senators is there? 230.
Well, think
And
about
then there's
our electors, our
100.
senators, and our house.
There's 100 representatives.
Think about that.
No, it's the other way
personally.
around. It's 230 representatives and
Yep.
100 senators.
That's federal, but think about state even.
Well,
like,
no, I know, but like what I'm saying is all these big bills. The reason why they have to run all these big things is because we actually don't have enough representation to cover everything.
Precisely.
And
that's my exact point, because
Right.
if you really think about it, look at the population increase of the world over the last 50 years.
It's huge.
And then
There's
look-
more people
look-
that live now than they think
Right.
they've lived ever.
And then look at our government's response to it in terms of expanding themselves and what they're doing. There's been almost nothing.
Correct. And
It's-
I'll fully agree with that. And that's something that
It's
we,
ridiculous.
as a generation especially, we need to like address that in our representation as it goes forward. Because
Well, I hope we do, because what's
But
going on right now.
Wait, are you gonna
It's-
run for office?
I don't,
Well,
think
I'm
I don't
drunk
think that's a good
enough.
idea.
Take another drink. Tell me your platform.
You don't have to worry about no gun being taken with that guy.
Who's your lobbyist?
It's gonna be one of those like everybody gets a gun with Wingate. You register to vote? You get a gun.
Well, you get a gun.
Voting? Gun.
You get a gun, you get a pair of boots, everybody gets a McLaren Senna. We're good to go. Man, this is gonna be great.
America.
Well, the way I see it is, if everybody has a Senna, people will just be killing themselves off, crashing all the time. Population control,
Absolutely.
Mars pricing would go down significantly for those cars.
Yeah, bald eagles and freedom, that's right.
Yeah, those are all valid points in those situations. Like it was.
I don't know, it's just.
What?
Even
You have to
if it's
explain this
borrowed.
as your thing.
You call my wife a thing?
Sir!
I take that back. Try again. Try again.
I oftentimes
I
have.
was referencing that is your tag, so is your.
It belongs to you.
That is your.
Are you assuming that she's my property?
No! I was saying that.
I like how he's getting no response.
Are you saying that? Is her vote 3/5 of his? How does this work? 3/5 rule 19. Okay, never mind.
I got where you're
You
going
take
with
those
that.
Okay,
boots
the
and you
people
shove them up
in
your
your
ass
life
and gay.
that you have to explain that.
Well, she already explained herself. She's talking about the stimulus.
It does help.
It does help.
It definitely helps. Like, I mean, it's going to help people, but at the same
Right, if you
time,
go down to its core, though,
I just wonder where a lot of it's going.
it should have been more directly
Focused, yes.
appropriate.
Yes.
Yes.
I got a stimulus check. It was great. I got $1,200.
Hey,
blew
I
it
didn't
on a
complain
fucking new
either.
bicycle. I didn't need it. I'm still fully employed. My business is doing better than ever.
I got $600
I should've
the other
got
morning. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
See,
I should've
okay,
got
The next
well,
one.
and that's
If you get your next one,
I
give it to me.
love your integrity about that. That's
I'm still
huge.
gonna use it, but
Right,
I should have gotten it.
Well, so here's where that is actually a different scenario. If you look at it as an economy as an overall, it's actually a benefit if everybody also has it because you're going to spend more money at restaurants, order in,
Yeah.
I'm
do all
gonna
these
spend more
things.
You're gonna
Oh, well,
continue
the
to stimulate the
restaurants aren't
entire.
open.
Well, except the people that took all that and spent it on Amazon.
They
and
are.
get it.
It's
They're
fucked.
Well, and
They're
that's a problem
starting,
too. But like it's you. But in general, overall, it's going to be one of those things where they spend more money locally with people and those, and even like employing Amazon employees and all those kind of things.
True.
It's
Are
all
putting
part
it
of
back into the local
all part of that
economy.
situation where like yes, it's a,
Yeah,
it's giant.
it's a boon to the economy in general.
Yeah, so like, that's
but
kind of.
Willie has a point if all the restaurants are closed and you can't buy it.
Well, and that's a problem in itself as well. And I like there's certain places like I ate at a restaurant on Monday, like indoors.
We ate last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop eating at restaurants food.
Yeah. So
my
it's
boss and I have managed to find out a restaurant that
And
makes
by the
rolls in
way,
between here for your fucking long months.
Everyone sitting here is good people, so I don't have to say this, but to anybody listening, if you're fucking eating at a restaurant, you're dining in, tip the fuck out of your
Yeah.
waitress or waitor or wait
Yeah.
X. Would be
Bartender.
wait X. We don't know what gender people
wait
are
X.
anymore.
That's why I try to refer to people, as person.
I thought you just
Instead
said
of
thing.
property, yeah.
Yeah. I apologize.
There we go.
I saw your tag.
There we go. New terminology. Weight
that was a
things.
good one.
The weight things.
So
Yes.
and there's different ways to look at it too. Again, if there's more for people that need it or
I should
whatever,
just say
that
nouns.
makes sense. And it
The
also makes sense to do
nouns.
the whole thing.
Either a person, place,
And
or
like
thing.
I've done
Noun.
spent the last thing we spent was all on booze and fucking food, like all of it. I spent all of it.
Yeah, well, same here. It's just one of those where it's upsetting to me though that, like, I know people like my cousin up in Montana, like he is fucking struggling right now, and that's his own fault, by the way. Fully acknowledge that's his own fault because of the choices he's made in his life. But at the same time, if there's anyone who could use some money right now, that's so. My parents got their stimulus. They sent it. They literally.
Right, and that's fucking
They
rad.
wired it right to him.
That's
See,
fucking
that's
rad.
Because
so
he's got
adorable.
kids, and it's
Yes.
just like my parents are. My dad, he's like, I'm retired. I trade guns. Like I don't need money. Like whatever. And so
Right.
he's like, we'll give it to Tyler. He
Yeah.
can use it. He's got mouths to feed. He's got this. He's got that. Like, you know.
Right, and I'm sure they're not alone on that situation.
And I'm sure a lot of people are doing that. But why doesn't the government at least
Right.
acknowledge that fucking shit?
Well, that's a big problem we
That
have
like
here
what?
too.
Why are we giving? how
Because
many,
they're out of touch.
Yeah, how
They
many
don't
millions of
know.
dollars? How many millions of dollars did they give to renovate the fucking seat covers in the Kennedy Center or whatever?
We were
was in the
talking.
bill?
Or,
Like what the fuck? Why? Nobody's in the Kennedy Center right now. We can't be there.
I agree.
So why would you even do that? Like,
it's not.
what are we doing?
Unnecessary spending.
The money needs to go to the right people.
Me, send it to me. Correct. Same. Same.
I'll give you money. No, I won't.
But yeah, it's one of the like things too. Like if
You
know,
can donate money to me, and I'll get school supplies for my kids. And I'll feed them.
Not a
They
bad
need
idea.
2 meals a day from scratch.
Text me.
What
Yes.
if it's a donation?
Seriously,
Use my Venmo.
I'm not kidding. Text me your information.
Yes.
I
give you my
am
Venmo.
literally not kidding. Like another stimulus. check.
Yes.
My whole family will give you everything.
Oh my gosh, my
I am
students.
literally not kidding.
I
Like, they
literally,
will.
I've been homeless 2 times. I was looking at like 2 times trying to get into like getting this started through the
The
pandemic.
money needs to
It's
go
been
where it needs to go.
tough. It does need to go where it needs to go, and being able to give kids something that they need,
Well, especially your
it's
profession.
huge.
Childhood development is so important. Like
So important.
we're watching.
I don't want to help raise dumbasses.
Right.
Like no
we're,
way.
That's why I have zero problem like paying like we have a friend. We all know. I'm gonna put him on blast here. You'll know who it is. Who's like
Say it quietly.
you'll know who it is when I say it. Like he was bitching. He just had a child. He was bitching about fucking like paying taxes for other people's kids to go to school kind of situation a little while ago. And my whole thing with this situation is I have zero problem paying.
Talk so he can't.
I have
Dick, you're missing the
I
point.
have zero problem paying my taxes for other people's kids. I don't really want to have kids. If it happens, it happens. But like that's not really my goal in life.
Dickie,
But like the idea is,
what happened to someday?
But I have zero problem paying for somebody's child to go to school because I also want less fucking dumbasses on the planet.
Yes.
And like those kind of things, like all of those like situations for me, it's like the smarter that society is in general, the less problems we will have.
And
Right.
then, I mean, you know, this is where statistics come in again.
Right.
As much as it seems cruel to apply it to COVID, but At the same time, you apply that to childhood education. Like, look at where America ranks right now.
Low.
We are shit in the bed.
It's bad.
It's
and
bad.
Yeah.
and part of that, I'm fully for like funding as much education as possible. Like I'm always for that. Like I may have paid for my college and all of that, but I want it to be paid for. It's not unfair to me to make other people not pay for it in the future. Those kind of
Why
things.
the fuck are the schools open?
They open on Monday. Well, my kiddo goes back to school Monday.
Yeah, for
We'll
how long again until they shut it down again?
Well,
and then
PSD is
no
not
one's
open
goddamn-
at all.
It's so stupid.
I'm sad about that because
Ugh.
oh man, he's 5,
And he's bright as fuck. Smart kid.
And right now he's
Fucking
got
smart.
so much energy because
Yeah.
they don't have any. He doesn't.
Then you
have
need
doesn't
to stimulate
sleep.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
All the
Well,
time.
and he has such an insane amount of dopamine being released because he's in front of a fucking screen all the time. Yeah. It's
and
yes.
It's hard for him. He's even like, Mom, when do I get to go back to school? I miss school.
I miss my friends. I miss people. I miss my teachers. I miss other things. Yep. Yep.
All
I
my
miss
colleagues-
learning,
I've
and
been
they're
waiting.
constantly learning.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'll
know.
order some from
I know, and like
I've
that's.
been waiting for houses to even promise me that for like
I'm
months now.
like I would
Still
make
works.
this thing over and over again and again.
I'm just
Like
giving you shit.
how much these I don't have many kids
Mine
right
also
now, but as like the
Mine's
more I get, it like that
Okay.
impact, how
I'll get on.
incredible they are, how much they've grown in like
I've-
just
I've
a
been
few
using
months, how
somebody
close
else's
I
they
get you,
are.
yeah,
over
They're
years.
so nice. They're so
Uh,
great. Like
Mine-
the kid,
mine
the
actually
fact that
split
they
my
could
right
like
ear.
This is one of the
Like,
last ones he
yeah.
ever made.
Yeah.
devastating.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, like
That is weird.
whatever.
this
it
is one of the
takes for
last ones
kids,
you've ever
always,
made.
Always.
Yeah, I know.
I
Always.
do.
People who disagree,
y'all-
I will murder.
Would you like the half-inch one like this, or would you like the normal one like
You're the
that?
weakest
Or
link.
No.
size-wise, you want the bigger one or the smaller one?
I believe the only the education stuff like that.
I'm very much this
understand
way.
like the whole point
You
of
like
it,
that?
right?
Very
So,
much
like,
big boy.
they
Big boy.
need the interaction.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
just as I said, just give them
Yeah.
the space.
The virtual.
That's
learning.
for
give them
UV.
masks. Let them all go back.
If there's any
but
virtual
make sure
learning,
that
that's
they do it
that's
orderly.
McKellar. That's
You can do
his
this
life.
orderly. Like if you
Oh,
can
really?
have an Amazon
I would
facility
take a
do
normal
shit like
size
that
one,
orderly with
yeah.
everyone completely
He wants the
apart.
normal size one.
You can do that with
Dude,
schools.
virtual learning.
They may not
I'm
like
sorry,
it,
but kids,
but it's
especially
better
like
than
sub like fifth
just
grade, kids should not
tell
be doing virtual.
tell them
It's
to
hard.
stay home
Like,
and do
that's
go
especially
crazy
like
off the
in her
walls.
case.
Yep.
She's got
Well,
a fucking full-time job to keep a roof over 3 kids' fucking heads.
Also, it's like
It's
my
not
wife's
easy.
a nanny,
Especially
so
if-
she's been dealing with kids who have to do virtual learning.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I'm a single mom.
It's like, how
work
do you
full
manage
time,
that?
Sometimes overtime, and it's just like
Yeah.
it's so hard.
Yeah.
It is so hard.
Right.
But
Yeah,
I just
my
need
colleague, she's a single mom too.
Alright.
She has
My
2 kids.
handles are
She,
still great.
yeah, that's a problem. Like even when it comes with the online learning,
I
like,
like my special
her walls
wood
are
handle.
very thin, so she has to be very careful what she
Artist,
says
how dare
sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to make me
Something
do it,
in
I'm
the
not gonna
kitchen,
complain,
I will
but I
Treat
do
it like
like
a masterpiece.
They
I
really
do
is
love
the
I have
thing.
a masterpiece and I like
And
it.
it's like, oh, I can't stand this.
Yeah, how dare you?
Anybody need beers? I'm like,
I'm good.
I understand. I don't have kids.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's just, man. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what side of political or issue side you fall on with this whole COVID thing. It's just, it's fucked up for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that we have a systematic failure of government right now that is causing this to be way worse than it needs to be on both sides. And it's just, it's
It shouldn't be both
it's
sides.
really abhorrent. Like the
I had a
way
theory
that
my finger was broken, but that's why I like to
people
cut
who
down on it.
care for children,
Right.
both at your level and at like a mom level,
Mom, yeah.
like
doesn't matter.
it's just, it is absurd.
It is crazy.
I don't know what the fuck
The
I'm
epic
doing.
failure and
What we are
disconnect
doing to
between
children in this country right now is
leadership
not
and
okay.
people is
It's not okay.
outrageous. No, it's not okay. And the fact that we're just letting letting
Languish.
some people suffer,
Languish. Everybody's just languishing.
it's not acceptable.
Good stuff.
Would be awesome if everybody who agrees with that, which sounds like a lot of people.
Like for example, people who
True
run a
parenting is
daycare,
something.
why or why wouldn't you be getting more money than some
Right.
jackass like me who's just hanging out, living on Bitcoin, and drinking? Like
I don't know.
I
I'll
don't.
give
I,
you my Venmo.
it's like, I don't really need the money. Like, why am I getting it? Like,
right? Well, and it's and it's
why
just
is the money going to
interesting.
Good Samaritan to take care of my grandma?
Right.
Because they run nursing homes all over this country. Why aren't they getting some assistance? Like,
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they're getting some, but like, why don't they get more? Like, why do I need it? I don't need it.
Sure.
I don't need money.
I don't understand why some of the tech companies
Okay.
they charge
Sure.
money for all this stuff that you do for virtual learning. Why don't you just give most of it away? Just charge the amount that you made.
Right,
make
and that
it.
end up being a tax write-off for you because I don't know, you're like a big
Right.
corporate.
It would
There's
be a tax
loopholes.
write-off, exactly. And normally, capitalism is important. Capitalism is very
To a
important.
point.
But at the same time, during dire times like this, why don't people step up? And they just don't.
Because it's
got all-
not
you-
in my
you-
backyard. It's
you have
not in
all
my
these-
backyard. It doesn't
you got all
directly
these
affect
people
me.
with
So why do I
billions
have to
of
mount up
dollars
and do anything about it?
spouting their mouths off, but their wallets are shut.
Of course they are.
Like,
See,
why?
Because it's mine.
So
Well, see, what bothers me is like there's online learning and they need you to do online learning. You think that Comcast?
You're at work 50 hours a week.
Well-
How the fuck are you
Well,
gonna
like I'm saying, it's just like
So
Comcast.
stupid.
I just got hit by Comcast
Dickie,
for
what do you-
running over
Hmm?
how many
do?
gig,
In the trash
how much
sink? What
gig-
Yeah, the trash.
whatever I'm using.
Yeah.
They're charging me
I'm gonna cool it off.
$70
This one's
bucks
burning.
because I went over my data.
Are you serious?
Yeah, $70
Well,
because I went over my
I'll
data.
I'll make a suggestion just to help right now. There's a thing that they do with their shit. It's $25 extra. It's unlimited if you pay up front.
Dirty water.
Yeah, it's dirty water. It's just been smoked and haven't cleaned in a week.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you pay up front, it's an extra $25 a month, which sucks, but then it's unlimited. You don't have to worry about it ever again. If you need me to send you a link, I got you on that one.
So if you think you're gonna go over regularly, just pay
They
25 up
want
front.
me to pay $236 now. I'm like, how did my bill go from 70 to 236?
Well, call them.
2 months worth of
Call them and ask to see if you
that I
can.
went over.
Call them and ask you to see if you can do it. Sometimes they'll do it like preemptively, where like they'll change it and they'll retroactively. But like typically, we want to change it to the $25 a month thing and do it like if that's gonna be a problem, because like I just went over this for December,
Yeah.
and I'm the only person here. I don't fucking know how to do it, but and
I do.
all the time.
You work on the computer and you stream.
100%. But yeah, you want to do that, but call and be like, hey, like, can we switch this? Can we do something? Usually they're pretty flexible on those kind of things if you ask for it. You have to ask. Otherwise, it's much like to pay for it. And like the thing is, like, it is, you have to have their unit, their shit, like whatever it is, but it's like $25 a month.
Well, a lot of companies are being really good right now.
Yeah.
Like John Hancock. So, I took out a loan against my 401k
Okay,
to buy Bitcoin.
you're a fucking clown. But go up.
1.7%.
Yeah, it's also gonna fucking eat dick in April, March.
That's fine. I'll be out before then.
Okay,
That being said,
I'm telling you know why that is, right?
here's the deal. I did that because I was like, all right, and I did that last year when Bitcoin was like 3,900 or so.
Perfect.
And I
So
got
yeah, get out
I
right
bought,
now.
I bought $12,000 worth. I'm gonna let it ride a couple more weeks.
Okay, that's fair. Before you want to do it before March, I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm gonna let it ride a few more weeks. But that being said, it was.
Well, okay, so then you fucking 10
Here-
times
here-
that right
but
there.
but
So
my point is
yeah,
this.
you literally made fucking 150K off that 12 grand.
Yes, I did. Now that being said,
Congratulations.
thank you.
That was a good fucking move, to be honest.
That being
If
said,
I could have, I would have.
Yeah.
But I needed a roof.
yeah, well, that
It's
being
true.
said,
I know.
My point is this though, is that, and I mean, this is me kind of being a shithead and taking advantage of shit, but
You know.
oh, come on. And how dare you?
I love you, Engage.
I called up John Hancock. I called it because I logged into my John Hancock account one day, and they had this fucking message up there about COVID relief or whatever. And I was just like, I just called just to see what it was all about. And they were like, oh yeah, you can spend your payments for like a year. I was like, do it.
I agree.
Yep. So I don't pay anything on it for a year, and Bitcoin. So
No, like that was you got real lucky, but you actually did it at the right time. But yeah, and the reason why I'm telling you to like watch it before like March, April, because that's when all the graphics cards are going to be
Yeah,
more readily available, and that's when it's going to eat dick.
Yep. It will.
Some people don't believe me, but like that's what's happening.
No, and historically, like I
Oh, yeah.
historically, that's typically where she goes. But
Sarah, how many kids do you watch?
Right now, I've had 6. I just had one disenroll. And so now I have, and then I have one that just enrolled. So I'm at 5. I have 5 right now. My licensing, as soon as my licensing goes through, I'll be able to have 9 to 12.
nice.
Hmm.
And then it'll be crazy.
And then it'll be awesome. It'll be so awesome.
Completely different people.
Then it'll be crazy.
Yeah,
It'll be
he's
awesome.
got
It's not,
one.
I didn't say it was going to be not awesome. It's still going to be crazy.
Oh yeah, it'll be crazy, but
Yeah.
it'll be good.
Could
It'll
you
be good.
imagine taking care of fucking 9 children?
I have a wife.
Michaela, could you imagine taking care of 9 children? Okay, gender roles. I asked you specifically as a person that takes care of children.
Yes,
a
yay.
child.
9
Now
until
time
we
in my 9.
I'm pretty excited, Michaela. It's pretty cool. Like the kids are just doing so great. They're just
9 to 12.
so incredible. I'm really excited with the new year and everything, the curriculum and all the stuff that we're doing. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited.
Are you in any way like affiliated with the schools in terms of like the online learning stuff? Like you helping with that?
I don't.
Or are you just doing like pre-K?
It's
like
preschool.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So all getting ready for kindergarten, but because
When you have more kids because they all keep each other.
they really do.
That is
they
fair.
Can. They
I
can
didn't
really
think
do
about
that.
that. That is fair.
It's true.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's why my
But
parents
I
have 3
can
kids.
have a few school agers too.
Yeah.
Don't buy one.
I can have a lot of kids. Plus my sister,
Yeah.
my sister just found out she's pregnant with baby number 2. So she's gonna be joining me. So it'll be 2 adults and all of these kids. So that'll be really helpful. Not that like I've had more kids on my own before. Like I was the lead teacher in a classroom of 30. So it was me and one other teacher. So I've handled a lot of fucking kids. But to have one other person in that small group, the impact is just incredible.
Also, if you need help, hit me up.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. If I ever need anything, yes. You'll have to come over and check out my place.
It's fucking dope.
It's really cool.
It's super dope. It's
It's
fucking nice.
it's freaking nice.
It is pretty nice.
Yes. And the
It's
whole
a nice
preschool thing,
place.
like even since like you guys came over, like I got so much more stuff for little bitty kids. Like I'm totally set. I had my mock licensing inspection go through, and there's no issues.
Nice.
I'm gonna have no hiccup. The only hiccup that I have right now is making a little fire escape outside for my window. So I just need to screw some 2x4s into the wall so that if I was not,
Well, I know a guy
coherent.
who does some real shoddy work.
you know what? I might know this same guy.
Well, you're talking to some girl that we know that knows how to actually do good shit.
You combine good shit and bad shit, you get medium shit.
You get the right shit. You get a mediocre shit.
It just kind of works out, you know.
Oh man. Yeah,
It's a
Michaela,
fucking
you'll have
nice
to bring
place.
the
It's
kiddos
real cool.
over and we can go walk around the lake, we can go fishing, we can hang out. It's so nice. It's so nice. You'll have to just come over. It's gonna be great.
The views are kind of ridiculous. She has these blinds that go up and down. So you can push them from the top down.
Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, most blinds go up and down.
Thank you, Paul. You're just like, so.
I saw your face. I was like, fuck it. You gotta push the whole thing down so
I guess.
you're at the bottom.
The
Yeah.
whole Agent Orange thing.
Yeah.
I wish I had Agent Orange in my shower.
That was such a ridiculous. We're all like, what?
The blinds, they go up.
You guys will never believe what I just saw.
Clever girl.
It's a dope ass place. I really like it.
Yes. Anytime you want to do podcast over, come over. Yeah. We can even have a preschool lesson. We can make a craft on the podcast.
Media production.
Are you smarter than a preschooler?
I get smarter than a preschooler. That'd be fun.
Well, and that's the same thing, too, is it's-
should not be influenced at all.
That's not true at all. Give me some credit. But I mean, again, I love kids too. So if
You
like,
should
you need
watch
help with
his
anything
language.
too, like
Yes.
you know, hit me up too, because like, hey,
Is that possible?
Yes, he can.
what's up?
Mega
Yeah, just saying you
dinosaur
have to watch the
crafts.
language.
Yeah, the language is. I'm usually good.
I'm pretty sure Dorothy said bullshit today.
Oh,
Which is weird because it's not even a word I usually say.
Except for when we're playing games,
She's asleep.
she still hears it.
Yes.
It's
So
like
don't
that
really say
screaming,
bullshit
you know,
that
when
often,
you whisper
though.
something
You're
to
letting her
someone
watch
in their ear when
this.
they're sleeping, their brains plus
I was
absorbs
letting her.
it.
Yeah.
Your wife is letting her watch this.
No, bro. And then we were FaceTiming my mom, and she said, just randomly, she's like, it was a very like muffled something, but the most close word. I was like, did she? And my mom thought the same thing. She's like, did she just say bullshit? And we just all started laughing.
I find it so funny when little kids
When kids cuss.
I
Oh,
think
It's hard not to laugh.
Oh, I
It's
find
so
it.
great.
That would be the hardest part of me being a parent, because I would just laugh at all that, all of it. I'd just be dying laughing.
Did I tell you? Did I
Just help
tell
the
you about?
fucking jam.
Did you?
But what? I said, help the fucking
Yeah, I love that video. It makes you laugh. That kid looks like me when I was that age too. It's so sad.
Sophia,
That is
my
so
sister's
funny.
daughter. My sister can have some serious road rage. She's this little pint-sized like towhead. My sister is like adorable. Like looks like a little doll.
That means blonde, right?
Yes.
I feel
I feel like last time I was
Not next to toenail face.
I wanted to clarify.
Yes.
I've had a lot of beers since
So
then,
my niece is in the back seat. My sister, like somebody cut her off. She's like, "Fuck you, lady." And Sophia's in the car seat. Yeah, fuck you, lady. Like in the back, 2 years old, right? So then they're driving not too long ago. Terry and my sister, they're in the car. And Sophia's in the back seat. She's singing, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." And Terry's like, "Sophia, can you say something else?" And she's like, "Fuck you, fuck you."
I love it. I think it's so funny.
The first time her mom said the F word, my sister, the little red Tonka cars that you drive around, right? She was going shopping. She's 2.5, right? Same age. She's riding around in the backyard. She gets out of the car. She gets her baby. She gets a purse. Throws her purse on the shoulder. Grabs her baby on the hip. Goes to close her car door. And it pops back open. So she closes the car door again. And it pops back open. She closes it again. It pops back open. She's like, "Fucking door!" Slams it and walks.
Very much so that. Like mother, like daughter.
Right? Oh man, love it.
It's soaking all up.
Oh my gosh, every bit of it, every bit of it. Like I have one student who has a hard time with eye contact, and so I like any kid that has a hard time with eye contact. I always ask them to tell me what color my eyes are. What color are my eyes? And then like they want to show you how smart they are. So then they're like, "Oh my god, like, ah!" They stare at you like, ah! And then you pay attention, right? So then I'm doing that with the classroom, and then the older student is like talking to the other kids, the younger kids. They're like, "Okay, look at my eyes. Now this is what you do." Okay, now look at me. Look at my eyes. Look at what color are my eyes? Okay, this is what you do.
Kids are so
They're
innocent.
so innocent.
They have no idea why.
Yeah.
But they see, monkey do.
Completely.
It's fully on that.
Yeah, like Dorothy randomly now, she has got like all her own play stuff, and now that downstairs, like she can sometimes, when I'm streaming, if she is up or if I'm just playing games, she'll try to come over and play with the mouse, keyboard, whatever. So I grabbed one of my old keyboards, got the fucking cord off it. She can play with that. I found an old Skull Candy headphone set that I just pulled the wire out of that. She's just got like kind of the same thing I do. She'll just grab it, she'll get her keyboard, sit down in front of her, and put the thing on, and just kind of sit in front of it.
And she's ready to go.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a gamer, especially like you, McKella, have been playing games. They were playing games last night. It was
That's
pretty
awesome.
funny. Like I hopped on, like my friend Liz was over,
Darren's a fucking
and like Kay and John were over, and we're just like sitting there. So I put up like their stream, and they're just playing Streets of Rage like both together. And you had died, and like McKella had to finish it off.
Yep. Brandon, if you watch the whole thing, she hit me a lot. So
It was super funny. Like her mouth was just Macaulay, your mouth was like Travis. You're just doing your.
Yeah.
That's what you play.
I've gotten a lot better at the fly trap thing. It's been very aware, like self-aware of it in my mind.
We're just paying attention. Yeah, we're just.
Whereas now, at least if I'm just like staring off in the distance, at least my mouth is shut.
McCullough's.
Mine would be bad. Like,
Control,
it
it
just
was-
like the tongue starts to peek out. I'll just get super concentrated, his mouth open, and then slowly just.
At least you're not trolling like this guy taking a dump.
Caught myself drooling while I was taking a shit the other day.
It happens.
Does it though? But does it though?
Have I drooled while taking a shit? Is that what you're asking me?
Well, apparently you have. So I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not asking that question.
It does happen from time to time.
I didn't realize this was like a regular thing. I've not
Well, it's not
experienced such a thing.
regular, but it
Well,
does
you're
happen.
making it sound pretty regular, okay?
I mean, if it's a real,
It's to the point where he sits on the toilet and then puts a little toilet paper down where it's gonna land, so it just catches it.
It's not that regular. He doesn't have enough Metamucil for that.
you got a bun in the oven. You gotta, let her cook a little bit.
And the drooling like helps. I'm just trying to put it all together. I don't
No,
think.
see, if you've got like a massive thing to work on, you just subconsciously shut down all your brain function except for your butthole muscles, so you can just
Yeah.
concentrate
Well, I
on
told
what
him, I
needs
was
to
like, that
happen.
must have been a good shit. Because, I mean, you're drooling.
Sometimes after I'm done, I get really cold.
See, I don't really have.
I know what that's all about.
I don't really have that
Temperature
problem,
drops.
but like I don't like smoke hookah like while I'm playing games. I'll get like really like into what I'm doing, and then I go, man, I feel like trash. Oh, it was like the hookah's in my mouth, like. Oh, I've just been breathing it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I haven't like put it down. Like,
I haven't put actual
I-
oxygen into my lungs.
I like make a break. I take a break for a second here.
It's all lightheaded.
It's about as bad as I get on that one.
I made an effort to stop doing that.
To stop
Just
smoking.
not clench it.
Oh
Just
yeah.
take a hit, set it in your lap.
Yeah. It depends on what
Unfortunately, I
game.
got that weird standing hose thing. That,
Standing hose thing?
showed you that, right?
No.
Where I had the hose that stands up on its own.
No.
Oh, you showed us that.
Yeah, I totally showed you that.
Yeah.
Like fucking Stephen Hawking over there in his wheelchair.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck are you
Yeah,
doing?
Yeah, it was like a flex
Like a
hose that
hose.
just, you could prop it in
Yeah,
one
it's got
spot.
like a weird flexible membrane on the outside, so you can just like put it here and it just stays.
Oh, I
and you
know.
just be like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You just connect PVC pipe to your hookah and make this.
I just
little
try to
fucking maze.
stop smoking when I'm playing games because then I don't have to like worry about it. Like, the reason why this has like the slight bend here, it's all like this is
Oh,
like,
yeah. No,
hard
I know.
from here, is because like
Yeah.
I'm putting it on the table and like playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the reason why that end is like kind of like because it's been like compressed for fucking 5 years of doing that. And like I'll occasionally do like we're playing like more casual games. I'll do it sometimes, but like or like getting like competitive like gaming like going. I'm like I gotta stop, just because you're like fucking with it and you're like
I don't even drink a lot when I'm playing games anymore.
I don't like drinking when I play games at all. I
Like
never
I'll open a
have.
beer and then 4 hours later I'm like, oh, I'll take my second sip.
I don't like drinking when I'm playing games for whatever reason. I never have. Wingate's very much the opposite way.
I think I would at like a LAN party.
My reaction's
Party
good.
time.
LAN parties are just a
Different,
different.
It's like drunk driving, which we still need to do.
Yeah, we actually do need to do drunk driving. This when you play Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I missed
Which
that.
version?
No, so you play Mario Kart and between the time the race starts and before you cross the finish line, you gotta finish a beer. So it doesn't matter when you can drink while you're racing. You can chug your beer right when it says go. You can get to the stop, like finish line, stop, then chug your beer before you cross, but you have to finish your beer before you
It's
cross.
N64 Mario Kart 2.
Yeah,
I've never done
Oh,
that.
I'm a
Fun.
monster. I'm a monster.
All about that.
it's a lot of fun.
All
It's
about it.
really
I'd
fucking
be
strange.
down.
I always,
That's so good.
That was
I'm so game.
patented by
I guess like
Softlex.
Rev N64 from the
Yeah, that
from
was patented
Eric
by
and
Softlex.
we can do
The
it.
tip is really
Down.
It's a lot of fun.
It's, well, it's quiet, which I don't like.
Okay.
You gonna be mad that we take our N64 over here?
I would literally just chug at the beginning.
I would be a
and
little
then-
I'm
sad.
down.
Do you play it
I'm
often?
I'm so down.
Yeah,
Not
we're
as
down,
much
we're down.
anymore.
Well, I was like, when's the last time you played it?
Wasn't it here
6
for a
months
long
ago.
time?
That was Seth's.
Was that Seth's?
Yeah.
6 months ago.
I
Well,
played
no, even there was one in
N64
the old
Mario Kart
house.
probably 5 years ago, but I
When you
would
were in
spank
the house
shit
next
out of
door,
it.
there was one.
That was the one
Not
that So what Seth got out of that one was from Jack, because Jack brought me the N64, and then we turned into Seth's. Or yeah, it turned into somebody. It's like it was for somebody, but I had it for a long time.
You guys want to throw down some N64 Mario Kart? You let me know.
Do that and drink. It's a good
Sounds like we're all down.
Any day you want, baby cakes, I'm available.
Wink face.
And this is like random text messages, like bullshit we used to send each other all the goddamn time.
Yeah. Now I just send you like singing stuff.
Which are still fucking great.
What was the last one I sent you? Was that me doing the baseball announcer like lyrics or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
It's the radio DJ kind of voice.
Sometimes I drink a lot and decide to read lyrics to songs, and that's Dickie.
Was that a voicemail or was that a fucking?
I think it was a text or something.
Here we go. Here's one. Turn it up.
On your mark. Ready, set. Let's go. Dance floor pro. I know you know. I go psycho when I hit my new joint. I just can't sit. Gotta get jiggy with it. That's it. Now, honey, come right. DKNY. All up in my eye.
Like, I don't even remember. So that was when Evan was here. That's when you were waiting for me here. There's,
On your mark.
there's,
Ready, set.
these are all
Reminds me of William Shatner's spoken word album.
Oh yes.
Rocket.
What is this one?
Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy.
Oh, this one, yeah.
And the mop.
I don't
For
even
this
remember
wet
this
ass pussy. Give me everything you've got for this wet ass pussy.
That one was one of my favorites. You said it was so fucking funny. I died laughing at that one.
It was crazy. It's like,
I think it was like super hammer when you said it to me too.
oh yeah, I had to be. Yeah.
No, I was not because it was a Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
Oh,
you
weren't. I probably was.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why it made me laugh so much because I was like, because I died laughing, but like it was perfect. You just need to do those. Period.
Yeah,
This is
Bob
from YouTube.
Euchre style.
That's when you were playing with the dog. That's when you left here fucking hammered when Evan was here the first time. And we had
Well,
we had
Evan
to
was
make-
here and I
we
was
had,
hammered
we had to
here.
make you get a fucking lift ride because you guys were gonna like drive home. I was like, no. We were fucking ripped.
Yep. Sounds about right. Fucking Evan. Love that man.
I did too. He hit me up last night for a minute.
That fucking shrimp boat captain.
Shrimp boat captain.
That's
We
all
were
he
talking
is.
about how we were gonna get Evan down here. We were gonna get my buddy Brandon up from Louisiana. We're gonna have a cookout to Cajun meat
Ooh, a
made.
boil, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was a boil.
super.
Those
Yeah.
tickets were super cheap from Louisiana. I was like,
Less than $50
it was
bucks.
$50 here and back.
$46.20.
Wow. Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it.
Military was a little bit more expensive. I think it was like $200. but-
Yeah. But we were like, we're down. Are you guys down?
It's still super cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's small.
We were gonna buy them tickets. We're like, we're doing it this weekend. Y'all are coming out. No negotiations.
There was no agreement on their side. So
No, they didn't agree, but we were down. We were like, money on the table.
Doing it anyways.
We want
Couple
food.
small ones.
Yeah.
One guy in chat was like, "You gotta make me food. I'll let you stay in my basement forever."
I know.
Family reunion.
Talking about my buddy Brandon, some
So
random guy.
funny.
Who was it on chat that was
It
saying?
was Tyler.
Okay, he was saying that he was gonna lock Brandon in the basement to cook him food forever. Brandon was gonna be down for sure.
But yeah, I was like, I was ready to like put it down right then too. I mean, I was also kind of high and drunk, so that was kind of a thing. But I still would have paid for it, and not felt bad about it at
Yeah.
all.
East
Nope.
Coast versus South. That'd be a little Old Bay versus Zatarans there.
Oh wait, Tony's.
On the boil.
Tony's.
Or Tony's, yeah, Tony's. Tony's if you're so inclined.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, let's fucking do it.
Well,
I mean, I was
Brandon
like-
was a chef, like at a 4 or 5 star restaurant. So yeah.
I always thought that nobody's ever a better fucking chef than a goddamn machinist. He's a pretty goddamn good machinist.
No,
so.
he's great. He's great. At everything. Like,
Well,
why?
you'd be a perfectionist at machining, so why not be a perfectionist at food?
I think he's a stellar machinist, but he's a much better cook than he's a machinist. So he's
Incredible.
always been a fucking good cook. That guy, like, I remember, like, we lived when we lived together in like 09. Like, I didn't cook anything ever, like whatsoever. He just constantly made food. It was amazing. Always. And he didn't cook for me either time he was here, motherfucker. I guess one time he did. One time I got breakfast out of the deal, but.
So mad.
Yeah, he's a monster of a cook. I always was like, you need to cook and not do this other shit. So he's got like some random.
Oh
Like,
my god, could you imagine him in a food truck? I mean, he'd have to make his own food truck. He'd have to be tall enough for him, but
Yeah.
and wide enough. But
Turn a double-decker bus into a food truck.
yeah, that's what we would need.
he's cooking on top. Like, the servings down on that floor, and he's just cooking on top, throwing shit at people. Try this, fun.
You click up top, and you have like a little small like indoor seating on the bottom row.
Yep. Just a couple seats. You like put it down a conveyor belt and it goes and drops right at that. Social distance approved. It just drops right on the table.
These little
for
food
you.
elevators.
Yes, food elevator. When you're
So
done, put it back on. It elevates back up. Done.
The dumb waiter.
Exactly.
Like Japan has that sushi restaurant that does that with the little conveyor
Oh,
belt.
with the conveyor belt, yeah. You sit there and they got like a little touch screen. You just order sushi and then it just comes out on a conveyor belt and stops at your table.
Yeah, they like open the door for it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, those places are great. We went to one. I can't remember where we were, but like the good old school ones, you don't even order. Like you don't order on a screen. They just put random sushi out and you just grab it from the
You
belt.
just grab what you want, just like.
But and they charge you by the plate.
Yeah.
So like some plates have a blue ring, yellow, red, and then you just stack the plates on the end of the table. And when you're done, they come over and count the plates and hand you your bill.
Yep.
You just grab whatever you want right off the belt and you eat till you're full. It's really
Wow.
dope.
That is dangerous.
It is.
Yeah, especially with sushi.
I mean, you're walking
were
by
you
and like,
military?
oh, that looks so
Huh?
tempting.
Were you military?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like they have those in like California and shit too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These days?
Yeah. Well,
These
they have
days?
for a long time. When I was a kid, we used to do the ones that did instead of the conveyor belt, it was actually floating
Well,
boats.
why can't I think? Oh, it's Genki. That's the
That
word.
would
Genki
go
sushi.
around.
Something. Yeah.
Genki sushi.
They have like the fucking indoor fucking like lazy river.
Yeah, exactly.
The one we went to, we went when we were on the Big Island last year. We went. That was the first time I ever went to it. And it was fucking dope. But yeah, it's dangerous as shit. Cause like you definitely eat with your eyes. You see like you
Oh,
see something
yeah.
good come across that boat, you're like yes.
Well,
You see
definitely
that
if
shit
you
going
go-
by and you're like, stop!
If you go to
Yeah.
Chinatown in San Francisco, dim sum restaurants, the
Yeah.
dumplings, they come around with carts. It's the same concept except it's the size of
Well,
the
so,
plate
like,
that's the cost.
Well, it sucks because we usually in our family we do dim sum every New Year's,
Yeah.
but they're all shut down right now because they're not doing.
You just do that over.
Like, yeah, because they're all doing,
Where you go?
they're all, yeah, Denver. The only one up here that says they do dim sum
Oh.
is that shitty fucking sketchy place up by the old Kmart or whatever the fuck that building used to be that's been empty forever.
Oh,
Right down on Drake and College.
Yeah,
So that fucking place.
Yeah, the Empire Palace. Or,
Yeah,
that's
Empire
not
Palace.
fucking- yeah.
Yeah.
I did notice somewhere that there's like a new tea shop, like almost at Prospect in College, that apparently
There's
does
one
pork buns.
conveyor belt sushi place in Denver.
Yes.
But where do you go in Denver? Was what I was asking.
We went to Star Kitchen last year.
It's pretty fun.
Star Kitchen's pretty good. They have it's a similar name to Empire Palace.
Empress.
Emperor Palace, yeah.
Just Empress. The
No,
Empress.
it's Emperor Palace. That's one we
Well,
usually
there's
like to
also
go
one
to.
that's the Empress, because they're all in that same fucking stretch.
Yeah, all by that Pacifico.
The Empress is a little bit farther up the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one's
That one's not bad
nicer
either.
inside. They used to be better food wise though.
And Star Kitchen's
Star's
good.
pretty fucking bomb.
Emperor Palace is good. So we always, cause yeah, you go and you sit down and they roll around with like steam carts. Kind of the same thing. They just show up and they tell you what they got in their cart and you just tell them what they want and then
It's really good they don't speak English and you just point at what
yeah, you can't understand that. I want that one. And then they just like pick up. There's a ticket laying on the table. They'll just pick it up and write what you got. And at the end, somebody will come up and charge for it. You pay at the front.
Yeah, the old
Like what
school
they're doing-
places in San Francisco, they count it by the plate. The size of the plate is
Yeah.
the cost. So you might have like 3 dumplings on a plate that's fucking big.
Yeah.
They just count your plates.
And then but now they're all just doing takeout only. There is one place that they're doing it differently now, where they don't run around. And this was before COVID. that's why we found it, because apparently there's a Westminster, California. I didn't know that, but there is.
Mm-hmm.
So over there they have, it's called the Dim Sum Company, and they have a steam table where it's kind of like buffet style, where the table, all the steam baskets are stacked, and on the bottom there's just little steam ports, so it's steaming and keeping the whole stack fresh.
Huh.
You just walk over and grab what you want, and take it back to your table.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
was super stoked about
dim sum
that.
buffet.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I was like, oh wait, that's Westminster, California. We're not going there.
Wait, you went to Hawaii this last year?
We
Yep.
just went like 2
Really?
weeks ago.
Okay, so how was it? Wait,
It's good.
yeah?
Yeah.
There was like
Are they still
no.
doing the quarantine thing or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you have to they put together this whole website in the state of Hawaii where you have to register an account for everybody over 18, and you have to upload your COVID test to it. You have to fill out a questionnaire within 24 hours of arriving. Go jump through all these things. So you can just get a QR code, and they just scan that when you show up. And if you don't have that code, it sucks. Because then they pull you to the side, and you've got to figure out what the fuck you didn't do.
Huh.
But it really wasn't that bad.
So they don't do like 2-week quarantine or whatever anymore.
They
They
do
just
if
require
you
the test.
they do if you show up without that.
Right,
all
but
that
as long
stuff.
as you have all your
If you've got your test within 72 hours departure of your last leg, you have to take a test and get the results before you land. Because even if you take
So
it
you
too
have to
late.
like fly to like California and then get a test?
No, it's like we stopped we had a layover in SFO in San Francisco. But we did the Walgreens down in Loveland was doing like instant testing, rapid
So
testing.
that, you said last leg, so I was confused. Like if you had to fly.
It's within 72 hours of the last.
Oh, the
one.
last leg.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got it taken here, and we had the results in 45 minutes, so it was within that window, so we were fine. But like, if you go and you show up without it, you have mandatory 2-week quarantine. They give you like either a pink slip where you're good to go and you can check in your hotel or whatever, or they'll give you like different paperwork where when you go check in, you're not allowed to rent a car, and when you check in at your hotel, like they mark your room quarantine. And it's a whole floor for like quarantine people who aren't supposed to be leaving the room.
Brutal.
Yeah. So.
Oh, wow.
Go to Hawaii. Don't leave your room.
Well, like, and that's what like if you're on there for vacation, and you're not gonna be like willing to go through the steps.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. You get a fucking test,
Right.
and you fill out a questionnaire. If you're not willing to do that, then yeah, you
So
either
be
turn
it.
around, you get back on a plane, you go home,
Yeah.
or you stay there until your flight leaves.
Yeah.
Because you can leave before the quarantine period, but you just can't go out.
You just have to go back. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go do anything. But it's weird there. It's like the social distancing and like all the rules apply unless you're on the beach, then nothing fucking matters. And obviously you can't like you shouldn't swim with a mask on. So like even like at the resort, like at the pool, like no one's wearing masks.
Oh, you're outdoors too. It's not good.
Well, the reason I asked is because remember last year when we were gonna go to the Bahamas and all that. We
Yeah,
couldn't go,
Yeah.
But I still have everything on credit. I have everything.
The cruise, the
resort,
flights,
the cruise,
everything.
the flight, everything is just on hold right now. And we can still pretty much go. They gave me another 18 months grace period.
That's good. It wasn't just like
That's nice.
fucking like fuck you money.
Yeah.
A lot of them have been
exactly.
doing that, which is
Yeah.
cool.
So.
Yeah.
But
My
Yeah.
mission trip got fully refunded, which was pretty bizarre. They didn't think we would get our money back for our flight, but it got fully refunded, which is pretty cool.
But another pretty cool part too, we had dinner at this restaurant we always try to go to while we're there, and they don't open until I think 10, because there's this giant sunrise tour that's like a big thing there. You go to the top of the mountain and you watch the sunrise. It's just really cool when you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. But then this restaurant serves the people that come down, so you can like get on the tour, and the tour bus will take you up. We just drove our own car. So we made a reservation at I think 9 a.m. when they're technically not open yet. So we got there and they were cool, so they like honored the reservation.
Oh.
But we were the only people in the entire restaurant. Like the whole kitchen staff and everything was just for us.
Wow.
It was kind of dope.
That's pretty rad.
It was pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the, if they took a reservation, they should fucking
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we were sitting at the table. I was like, so whoever took that reservation doesn't work here anymore. But it's not like it's that bad because they're already there working.
Yeah,
Right.
They're serving private
Oh.
like parties and stuff
Yeah.
coming through. So the people in the kitchen are already there. They're already. They
Working.
just had to call in an extra waitress to come, like, get us in and do the thing.
Mhm.
But the kitchen was already up and running, so whatever.
that's not too bad.
So did you guys have like airline tickets already planned, or did you get them during this time too?
So we were supposed to go back in March,
Okay.
right when all this shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
And then it was July when Hawaii reopened and then shut down almost immediately. And they reopened again in September and shut down again. And then they finally opened up again in December. They're like, let's just go for it. And it worked out fine. The whole trip was fine.
So were your airline tickets pretty cheap then?
No.
No?
Still flying to Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's still an expensive ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the nice thing is the planes aren't full. So, because like Southwest isn't selling middle seats, which is nice because we get a free seat for Dorothy, but we flew United out there, and it worked to the point where we just played the game where we bought, like, McKilla would get an aisle seat, I get a window seat. We just hope some dipshit didn't want to sit in between two random people, and it was fine the whole way. We just got free middle seats, which is kind of nice, a little bit more space. Like, even we went out there with my grandpa. That's why we wanted to go. So, like, it's probably his last trip to Hawaii. He's 90. He's healthy, he's fine, but we just don't go out there that often anymore. So, but he was fine. Like, he didn't catch anything. We just did. We socially distanced. We wore a mask when we needed to. We washed our fucking hands. We did what we needed to do, and we were fine.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Not hard at all.
I mean, unless you're those teenage kids on TikTok that are licking the toilet seats at the airport.
Oh my god.
The challenge.
That's a challenge right now.
It's a
To
challenge.
get AIDS? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Because AIDS can live on surfaces for like 3 days.
Natural
guys.
selection.
Yeah.
You know.
Fuck it.
Right?
Fucking, we should,
Darwinism there.
we should also have a Tide Pod dispensary machine. You know, instead of a tampon machine, it should be Tide Pods. Like,
I think a big thing
Right
that would
next to the
change
toilet
the
for
way
those
that the
douchebags.
world works is we just need to take all the little caution and
But
warning
it's not
stickers
my
off of
school.
things.
yes,
We
agreed.
clean our
The
bathrooms.
little
every
warning
day.
sticker that says "Don't touch a chainsaw while it's running." Just take that off of it.
Take it off.
Learned a lesson.
Fuck it.
Or you're dead.
That little note on the bleach that says "Don't drink this." Take that off of there.
Just drink the whole thing. New
I
challenge.
will. No, I should agree with bleach because bleach can look like water, so you don't.
Well,
You
survival.
don't buy bleach poured into a glass and keep it by your fucking washing machine. You're fine. Jesus Christ.
Zombie apocalypse. You pour a little bit of bleach in your water will get moldy. Close it. Just saying.
I mean,
There you go.
It's like noted.
Noted. Noted. If I really
mean,
need
yeah,
to
I mean,
survive,
the water
throw a little
has
bleach in
chlorine
water.
in it,
Yeah.
so like it's kind of like we're already there, but it's not quite yet.
Less
I agree.
concentrated.
But-
I agree.
But yeah, like, when it comes to the Tide Pod shit, yeah, let's go ahead, take it off.
People. Take the label off.
If you're
Yeah,
that
don't
dumb.
worry.
Well, and also the company shouldn't be held liable for people doing stupid stuff with their products. I think that's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane.
People trying to sue Tide. My kid ate one of your Tide Pods, and your kid's a
Why
fucking
the warning
retard.
labels on
Yeah.
No,
Why
whether
don't?
you
Why,
live or not,
poor
your kid's a
parenting. You
dipshit.
can't sue
And
me
you
because
allowed
you
your kid
failed
eat
to
a
parent
fucking
your
detergent
kid.
pod.
That's what I mean is the label isn't there to actually tell people not to
It's
do it.
just
The
to
label
cover
is
their
there
ass.
because they got sued.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Every warning label
That's
you
every
see
warning label
is
has a
because of a
lawsuit
lawsuit.
behind it. Yeah. It's just-
So it's funny when you see the ones like "Don't touch."
Did
the chainsaw
you
while
eat a
it's on."
Tide Pod?
What
You
sad
may be
sucker
entitled to
thought-
compensation.
Right.
I don't know. I have a
Or like
story.
that person who
I have a
filed lawsuit
story of
against
this.
Red
It
Bull.
happens to do with the NARG.
Oh,
Doesn't
Of a
have
Tide
to do
Pod?
No, but similar.
People suck.
Oh,
So-
I'm sure Volvo.
I don't remember who.
Yeah.
I don't know if we actually know this person, but there's the thing about me and Paul actually might know this person that did this. But it was at the NARG, and somebody was doing call run with them. They had like take somebody at the front or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and they put the tray down,
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
on all, like a pile of coals, like basically on fire, kind of situation. And this kid goes up.
We didn't know. He was just there.
Yeah, except for we think this one kid. I can't remember his name. He was like part of like Teddy's like fucking like Amway shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he goes.
Is
He,
this
he,
butter?
he goes in there, he touches him,
He says
as he's saying, "Is this butter?"
he pokes a hot call.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
now, so there's a couple
Is it
things here.
butter?
There's a couple things here. A, it's obviously hot. It's obviously not a food-like place. Shouldn't be butter. But, who the fuck walks around and goes, "Is this butter?" and touches
Is this
butter?
butter? Is this butter? How about this? Is this butter? Is this butter? Is this
So
butter?
yeah,
What do you think? You find butter, who the fuck pokes it?
Like you just like, are you also the person who eats a stick of butter? Like, are you that person? I know.
I mean, it depends on the butter.
I know people that take like the pre-packaged butter and like eat it. Like it's
Yeah,
not like
I've seen
that bad, but like
It's still weird.
I just don't
I'm talking
understand.
about a stick. You unwrap it like a banana.
I mean, just put a little cinnamon.
I mean,
Cinnamon.
You go to the
Cinnamon.
Midwest, you deep fry a stick of butter.
Eating butter by itself is like not that big to me.
I
It's a
love
little
it.
Are
weird.
you supposed to unwrap
But it's
it?
not like crazy.
What?
You're supposed to unwrap it?
But
first?
poking it.
You know, maybe. I mean, you don't have to. I guess you can eat
Nice
paper.
little
It's fiber.
texture, yeah.
It's fiber.
Helps
I had a
the
kiddo, and there was one of my classmates in school, elementary school, at snack time. He'd just rip out a piece of paper from his notebook and rip it in pieces and eat that.
Or just Wingate ripping up coasters and throwing them fucking everywhere.
Oh God.
No, he used to like tear them up and like put
There
them
was
piles at the bar.
Oh God.
There was one time it was awesome. Going to the bar, and he's there already. I'm like 4 seats down, and I got the straw and a napkin.
Yes.
I did a spit one and I landed right in his ear. It was
Yes.
Yeah, it did actually.
perfect.
It was like out of a
It
movie.
was.
There was no way.
I love it.
Was it the Narg that threw a paper airplane that got caught in my mustache?
I remember that was. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Hope's got a picture of that on her Facebook.
I'm sure she probably does.
I don't know.
I forget. Oh
I
my
was
I feel like it
gosh.
might have been Lisa.
Probably.
Could have been. Could have been.
I have no idea. Boys and girls, we've been off the podcast for a while. I can cut it now.
Okay.
We can still hang out and do whatever.
Well.
Obviously. But then we can talk about like more like discussing shit and put names on top of it. So we don't have to worry about that.
Hey.
But yeah, I think we're gonna cut it here.
Cool.
Catch you next week.
Bye.
We're gonna have Jane and Amanda here next week. I
Yay.
don't remember what we were supposed to do.
Oh, there was something.
Yeah. And we talked about it before the podcast, so I don't know. I don't remember exactly
You
what.
should ask Amanda because we weren't. Well, yeah, you should ask your sister.
She probably won't remember either.
Perfect.
Her and Eric have the same memory span,
Perfect.
which is not so great.